This year I spent an insane amount of money. I bought a brand new mouse and keyboard, new lap desk, really good quality, name brand, wrist rests. Have you seen my visual feast of RGBs for my two PCs? And it all syncs perfectly, which is really neat.
I'm living king dream, dual streaming. I'm the king of crushing goals and belt controls. While they see me go, with my success don't need a rest. I'm having upsurgence.
Blackout curtains, Elgato foam. I have 4 boom arms and a brand new microphone. Primo webcam, the Elgato Stream Deck. As you can see, RGBs powered by SkyTech. I got a new crown, a crown that fits, and Sticker's final chip. Oh, I dropped it. Oh, lickety split. Samsung SSD that was just donated to me. NVMe 2 instead of NVMe 3, whatever that means.
I'm living king dream, dual streaming. I'm the king of crushing goals and belt controls. While they see me go, with my success don't need a rest. I'm having upsurgence.
Again, guys, I'm living in this reality that people like me now and want to support my stuff. It's hard for me to accept it and think that it's real. Let me be clear. Now, I'm not a political guy, right? But this is twice in 1 year that I had stuff stolen straight out from under me, see? So, finally, at the end of the shopping trip, it hit me. I gotta get this cranberry sauce, because I'm gonna grab it now, I'm gonna forget about it, right? So, I'm not stupid. I grabbed my phone, I was gone for 2 minutes, someone stole my card. My brain was addled, my head was being rattled. They're out of their fucking minds. They're going to keep getting away with it all the time. I was gone for 2 minutes, they stole my pumpkin pie. Just to confirm, I grabbed an employee, and they said, definitely someone stole. No worker took this card. So I asked the checkout guy, was like, they're all getting some endorphin high. No logic, no reason everywhere. In this state, any opportunity, anything, they just take. Stupid kleptomaniac fucks stole my grocery bags for an endorphin rush. Do a begathon where tip me and do this and do that. We're not doing that. It's business as usual here on DSP Gaming. We play games, we have fun. If you guys like it, you support it. The week is going slow. Tough through it. So how are you doing? This is how I'm doing. Tips very low now. But I've noticed tips very low right now. The week is going slow. It gets to me. My life is ruined. This is how I'm doing. And losers out there who thinks that they know shit, kiss my fucking ass and eat my right now. Full podcasts booked, full gameplay streams booked. Everything's booked. Everything's booked. Can't do anything crazy. And I don't even have enough to buy groceries. It sucks. The week is going slow. Tough through it. So how are you doing? This is how I'm doing. Tips very low now. But I've noticed tips very low right now. The week is going slow. It gets to me. My life is ruined. This is how I'm doing. And losers out there who thinks that they know shit, kiss my fucking ass and eat my right now. So how are you doing? This is how I'm doing. So how are you doing? This is how I'm doing. So how are you doing? This is how I'm doing. So how are you doing? This is how I'm doing.
Welcome to the Saturday morning criminal style stream. There's a criminal in the house, and it was 7. Hello. Thank you for showing up this morning. I appreciate all of your time. Starting with the Atlas update, before we even talk about the damn guy and all of his damn topics, I've been I worked this morning, which is why I might sound a bit off. I might sound a bit low energy as we start up, because I already worked for 4 hours this morning. This week I played a lot of CK3. That's why the thumbnail looks the way it does. I abandoned the elf playthrough. I'm gonna be honest, guys. It was or the Dwemer playthrough rather, the Elder King style. The land was getting too locked up. The alliances were like 60,000 troops deep. There just wasn't a lot happening anymore. And so I removed the mod, and I instead started yet another playthrough in the base game. And I decided to start down in Zanzibar. And we have taken over the entire... I might actually have pictures. I should have downloaded the goddamn pictures. Anyway, we've taken over about the entire east coast of Africa, and then we started heading north. So that's pretty cool. I've only got about 300 years left on the timeline, which I think is the furthest I've ever actually made it into a Crusader Kings playthrough. Usually they fall apart rather quickly, but I've been having great luck. It's going great. I've got so much land. Very odd cultures on the east and in the northern parts of Africa now, due to the way that all the factions have been. And I guess I don't have any pictures for you. You don't get to see it. Also, the garden is going well. More cherry tomatoes. There's so many cherry tomatoes. We're having caprese salad again sometime this week to use them all up. Very excited. And I think that's it. I think that's the Atlas update. Thank you so much, Alexandra CX, for becoming a member. Big ups. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, yes. Old Man Jenkins. Quasimorph hit 1.0. I just picked it up yesterday. I had a spare little Visa card sitting around that I had forgotten about. And I decided to pick it up, and I haven't played it yet because I have to finish this goddamn CK3 playthrough. We're getting there. I'm gonna play it, and then Inked can finally start making sense. I didn't understand his quasi-babble beforehand, and he would just go on and on and on. I'm gonna get it now. I'm finally gonna understand. Something I'll never understand, though, is, of course, the guy. This week he has... We've got I want to call it a smorgasbord. We've got a variety style here, much like our subject matter himself. We're going to talk about Dark Souls 2 a couple of times, which might be the most interesting thing we talk about. So I hope you guys are start savoring every moment of this first clip.
Please, if you're watching live, note the pinned messages in the chat. Yes, every single day, my detractors are view-botting my streams, and they're using sock accounts to troll my chats. Why? Because if you can believe it, here we are, 2 to 3 weeks later, they're still butthurt and upset that I'm doing well, that we unfroze the chat on YouTube, that my biggest restreamer got banned from YouTube.
That's the only part that anyone was mad about, by the way. All of the other 2 reasons he gave, he's doing well and the chat is unfrozen, let's be honest, makes no fucking difference. He's going to get bullied the same way. We're going to pick apart everything he says the same way. The only thing that had any real impact on detractors was the fact that Rawphil had to move to Rumble. And now I have to type in a different word to the search bar. Huge inconvenience, by the way. Pissed.
And that I'm doing well.
YouTube autofills into my search bar. Rumble, not so much.
Opening packs of cards and playing games and being successful. They can't stand it. So what they're trying to do is do things to mess with my streams as much as humanly possible. as you know, I just ignore it. It's now
Also,
become
an
such a commonplace
exaggeration.
thing that
It's not as much as humanly possible. There's plenty of ways that lolcows have been abused and bullied in the past that DSP does not experience. I really wish he wouldn't exaggerate as much as he does when he says things like, I'm the internet's whipping boy. I'm the lowest. I'm the most hated person on the internet, or the most, trolled or whatever. It's just not true. And I wish he would understand that, because it could actually be so much fucking worse.
they're doing this every single day that I just completely started ignoring it, and I don't pay any attention to it. Okay, so
Yeah, he's not paying any attention to it. This exactly, Glitter. This is him ignoring it.
that is the best course of action here.
Don't talk about
Please
it, you
pay no
guys.
attention. Don't even bring it up. I'm well aware that they're doing it. There's nothing I can do to stop it. We moderate the stupid sock accounts. We ignore the view botting because I can't stop that, and we just could go on our merry way. All right, so that's
We've been going on our merry way for 2 weeks in a row, and every single day we have this conversation. Literally every single day.
it. Don't worry about it. Everyone, it's not a big deal. Just ignore the nonsense. Don't give them the attention that they want. Just saying that up front. I know it's crazy because it's been like weeks. You're like, seriously? Like, what is going on? Why, hold on.
Yeah?
Someone just got banned and wants to get unbanned. Yeah, what is going on? Why is Phil still talking about this? It's been like 2 weeks.
You guys remember when he used to not unban people live? That I didn't know how much of a difference that would actually make. I used to think, DSP, you could just unban and ban people live. It doesn't matter. Like, you don't need to do it behind the scenes. You don't need a secret you don't need a secret email exchange where he bows down and apologizes to you. None of that needs to happen. I wish it was still the case, because the amount of time that he spends repeating himself and stuttering over what he was saying, or just literally in silence because he can't unban somebody at the same time while talking, it's so long. It's so much time.
Yeah, it's still happening. These people are complete losers. They just don't get it. They actually think that they have some kind of control over something. They don't. They're completely insignificant humans. And I just find it funny that they're still doing it and
Ain't it
wasting their time
funny?
and their money and everything on it. It doesn't even make sense. Again, I'll just reiterate. The sock accounts are annoying. We just banned them. And then
Right.
they go away, and then they come back and they go away. It's a temporary annoyance. Everyone
It's a temporary, it's an annoyance nonetheless. So you could figure they already got what they wanted out of it. But again, 2 weeks of these segments, pinned messages every single day, dude. Every day.
knows that the people who run those sock accounts
This guy is winning. Even if you wouldn't consider it worth it, it is to this guy. He's getting what he
are
wanted.
nuts. Because the way that they talk, they're like mouth drooling lunatics, right? They're just, you can tell they're like in padded rooms bouncing around, and they should be fully supervised 24/7 to make sure they don't hurt themselves or those around them. They're nuts. All right.
Because they bought viewbots on the internet. Legitimately, DSP thinks you should be institutionalized and on suicide watch 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the rest of your life because you decided to spend your money in a way that he disagrees with on the internet. Oh, buddy.
As for the view botting, it affects nothing. I get nothing out of it. It doesn't help me nor hurt me. It's a complete waste of time. So there's no reason to do it. They're just stupid. Like, that's the answer. They're just dumb people. Okay? So pay no heed to them. So I just got a $2 tip. Someone wanted to be unbanned, and I did unban them.
Oh, that's why we had to do it right then and there. He spent $2 to have it done. Gotcha. I understand. Charging to be unbanned. What a good system. Why didn't I think of
So
that?
that's our first contribution of the day. All right, so before we get to the big recap,
Yeah,
of what's
pay
been
them
going
no
on
heed is kind of
in
an
the
odd way to
last,
call it.
week and a
Yeah.
half. Where are we with everything, with cards and everything? Well, we're
Oh
currently
my God,
open-
where are we? What a change.
last week or two. Okay. By the way, for the record, someone just hit me $1. Says, "Do you think it could be a fan of yours view botting you to make you look better?" No, because I've already stated it's view botting. It's not real. So
Yeah, did you see how quick he dove for those cards? I know it got cut, and we're gonna go back to talking about view botting instead. But man, he like fucking dove for those cards. You'd have thought he was running for home base.
it doesn't make me look better because I'm outright telling you it's fake. And I've already said I don't support view botting. I don't want view botting. Stop doing it. Whoever's doing it is an asshole. So anyone who's doing it can't be my fan. Does that make sense? If you're going directly against the wishes of the streamer, you're not a fan. You're an asshole. So whoever's doing it, you're an.
How do you guys feel about that? That's a genuine question. Do you think you can go against the wishes of the content creator and still be a fan? Is that I think it is. Personally, I don't think you're an individual.
Asshole. Stop doing it. Okay.
You're not a real DSP fan if you're view botting me.
There you go.
Imagine defying the king. Well, yeah, maybe that's why you're not a fan, because true fans are willing to LARP as an actual servant peasant. So, like, if you're like speaking out and doing things that he doesn't like would, yeah, break the LARP, making you a non-true DSP fan, I guess.
Might have actually just went up live as we were doing the show. So if you were waiting, maybe you want to check. Okay.
Thank God.
So
what were we gonna do?
9 days have been wild.
PlayStation fans were seething.
I ran out and I had to go grind for them, and then I went back and I did it again. And we did do all of No Man's Wharf. It was pretty funny. There was some silly deaths at the end. I missed the shortcut, and I had to redo the whole thing again, which is funny. So anyway, it was entertaining. We went to Iron Keep, and as soon as we went to Iron Keep, it was like nonstop insane invasions. But I wish I could report that it was like fun invasions, that people were just trying to fight me, which I wouldn't mind. But that's not the case. Instead, basically, people were trying to stream snipe and ruin the gameplay experience for everyone, not just me, but the viewers. So they were hacking.
Yeah. Oh my God. Ruin it for everyone, not just me, but the viewers.
And they were doing.
And this was bound to happen. I really don't know why we even give it the time of day to play games online anymore, or to allow this for a certain amount of time and then try and pull the plug later on it. Like, just either you fucking play with invasions or don't, dude. And the best case scenario for him is always to never play with invasions on. Never actually play with the online components. Just do that. Make that the default start. Yes, detractors are going to make fun of you, but this is just doing an entire segment about something you allowed to fucking happen is crazy to me.
Oh, I'm invincible, and I have nonstop magic that I can spam in every single direction, and you can't stop me or kill me. Oh, by the way, I throw a pot at you, and somehow it instantly breaks all of your equipment down 100%, so now you have to spend 10,000 souls to fix all your equipment. Screw you. There's a difference between,
Fuck you, buddy.
I want to maybe invade Phil and have fun, fighting him, versus, I just want to ruin his entire game experience. Right? Like, literally, I just want to completely screw the entire thing up. That's just messed up. Okay?
And I hate to. I'm gonna take DSP side a little bit here. It's the smallest defense. Please don't beat me up. But that guy actually was cheating. Okay, there were people legitimately cheating and invading DSP. I know he loves to say that people are cheating when he's just terrible at games and he doesn't understand the mechanics and he's bad. Don't boo me. But they were cheating, okay?
So what ended up
That's the defense. I'm just going to tell you he wasn't crying wolf this time.
So bad that I ended up having to turn off the online connectivity yesterday. Now, I didn't want to do that, but literally I couldn't play the game. It was nonstop, constant invasion after invasion, and then they would just cheat. So there wasn't even a chance that I could survive. I had to turn off the online
Stupid.
play.
I'm not even let you get the chance.
I would like to turn the online play back on, but I need them to stop fucking around.
And I know what he means. They wouldn't give me a chance. Like, you literally could not win. There was actually no possible way, but it sounds like him just bitching like he usually does. But they didn't even give me a chance to attack. How was I supposed to win? That's what it sounds like. And this is why it's so important that you don't bitch and moan all the time and always blame the game the way the DSP does. He makes it so difficult to actually understand the things he's saying because of who he usually is. Less so in this instance, but still kind of.
If you're going to invade me, at least have a chance that I can win. And some people, admittedly, were fair and fine. I'm okay with that. If it's a legit invasion, that's fine. But not cheating the game. That's really stupid. Anyway, we did, through thick and thin and a lot of perseverance, we did beat Iron Keep. Man, the Smelter Demon looked awesome with this lighting patch, this path tracing.
Oh god, guys, the graphics, they were so good. You wouldn't believe it.
Enemies in the entire game with path tracing. The lighting was absolutely amazing for that fight.
So good. Lighting.
We got through all of Iron
lighting,
Key.
lighting. The gimmick of this playthrough is the fucking lighting. Truly incredible.
And then we ended up going to the spider area. We went through what was it? Doors of Pharaohs, and we got down to the spider area and got through there. The thing was, I missed all the bonfires. Like the last bonfire I had gotten is the one that's right at the beginning of that village. But then I never found the bonfire after you go to the chapel and you kill all the villager boss thing. And there's apparently another hidden bonfire. I didn't get that one either. So I ended up going through the entirety of the spider area with a torch because I needed it. Because remember, with path tracing on,
Imagine that, this guy just ramming his head against the wall instead of actually like exploring and, you know, using the mechanics and you know, finding things out about the map. Fuck that, dude. We're just gonna crash on through. And he's being hoof held the entire time, by the way. I don't know how he could have possibly have managed to miss 2 bonfires back to back while still being hoof held.
I can't see anything. And I got to Duke's Deer Frasia, and I one-shot.
Not how that's pronounced.
That was pretty impressive. Even for me, I was like, whoa.
Never heard anyone call it Duke's Deer Frasia in my life. I've watched so many Dark Souls lore videos, so many builds where they talk about it, so many speed runs and never heard it called that.
And I will also say this. One of the most
He's got a knack for coming up with interesting ways to say things.
That room right before the Duke's Deer Frasia. Those spider webs and things with path tracing, they look amazing. The lighting effects.
Oh my guys, the lighting on the spider webs.
So good. So that was sick, and I was happy. You know, that really nice. I
definitely an underutilized sentence in the lexicon of history. The lighting on the spider webs. Not too many times you get to say that.
In this version of the game, and it looks so different. It looks like a different game in that area, honestly. But yeah, we one-shotted Duke's Deer Frasia. And then
Duke's Deer Frasia. He just keeps doing it.
Royal Rat Authority in the Halls of Pharaohs or Doors of Pharaohs, and now we're actually going to go through Doors of Pharaohs more thoroughly, and try to explore further. So great progress in Dark Souls 2. It's a real bummer I had to turn off the online play. I hope I don't have to keep doing that, but
kind of like how sometimes he turns off the lighting mod, like he did yesterday. By the way, I've never seen anybody struggle with the fucking the Demon of Song fight down in what the fuck is that area even called? I'm genuinely forgetting. You know the one. I've never seen anyone have trouble with that frog boss except for DSP. And of course it's because he can't fucking see, dude.
People have
Shrine of Amana, thank you.
Stop cheating. It's a difference between I'm invading legit and it's a fair fight and you actually survive if you're good, or I'm invincible and I cheese you and I break all your equipment. It's like fuck off, Okay, what's up, Sloppy Steaks? How are you? Okay, so
all right, sounds
what
good.
Went down.
Yeah, Semen of Dong real
with Dark Souls this week. Come next month, August 17th. That
all
is
right.
VPN Doomsday.
Dun dun
on YouTube,
dun.
meaning as of the 17th of August.
He's got that Steam Deck and he doesn't even do I'm not gonna bring it up actually. Forgot I said anything about having a Steam Deck or trying to do sound effects. I lied. Forgive me.
No matter what VPN you're using or wherever you claim you're from, the pricing of memberships will be fixed. No more, I use a VPN, I buy Argentinian memberships for $4.
Shout out the Argentinians.
It's supposed to be $4. It goes away. So the 17th is the end of all the bullshit. 5+ years of bullshit where people have been able to basically ruin memberships. Like people say, why don't you do member-only content? How could I? If I did members-only content, someone could literally just buy thousands of fake memberships for $20.
Right.
And now everyone has a membership. So what's the point of the members-only content?
Well, it would be $20 more than you necessarily would have received, but that's not why he never did members-only content. He didn't do members-only content as far back as Patreon, however, because the SOK said that they would subscribe for the $5 or whatever and then just distribute it themselves so that nobody ever had to go behind the paywall. That's the real reason. We're just fucking pretending it's Argentinian memberships now. We decided to swap reasons, I guess.
Finally, they're fixing that.
All right, so the Argentinians, I guess, they're being eradicated. We're currently glassing Argentina as of August 17th. So if you live in Argentina, please evacuate. I suppose you're gonna have to get a new currency. It is what it is, man. I can't make them stop. All right. Another thing that I guess YouTube decided to fix. This is me related, unrelated to the guy. I went to schedule my stream this morning, and oftentimes, all the time rather, they make me schedule it for like 2 p.m. for some reason, and that translates into my normal 10 a.m. start time. I don't know why it was like that. I didn't have a VPN on. I don't know where the hell they think that I'm from. They have all of my information. But this morning, that wasn't the case. I actually got to put it in a normal time, and it made sense for once. All right, enough of that. We're gonna watch the guy cope instead about how good that super cool, awesome new Marvel Tokon is, because we love fighting games. We, she, me, you, he love fighting games, of course.
Good evening, everyone. DSP here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Friday, the 24th of July, 2026, the final day in 9 straight days of streaming, one of the longest runs I've had since I've been a streamer without a break. Today was all about Marvel Tokon's open beta. We're going to talk about that in a second. Beforehand, I just want to let you know that today's today's episode of the Level 1 podcast was a pretty good and important one. Why?
Super good, super important.
Did it recap all the stuff that we just did in this very lengthy week of 9 days of streaming.
It was super good and super important because we did a recap of what already exists that you probably already watched because it's the same people every day, or you already had time to watch. That's what makes a DSP morning stream important, is the recap. Which he then, of course, recaps on the night stream and literally throughout the entire game. It doesn't matter. It's the most important part of the day.
Important things coming up, including the premiere of Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster playthrough on Sunday night, the premiere of Halo Campaign Evolved on Tuesday, and more. So please be sure to watch that show if you haven't yet. It's a pretty good one, and it covers a lot of important things about next week. Okay? So, overall, how did today go? Marvel Tokon's beta was a mess. Okay.
Oh.
I logged in to play it.
But we were so excited.
For about an hour going through the early tutorial to learn the basics of the game. So I did.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Fear Monarch. I forgot. I should mention that as well. He's no longer interested in playing Halo. That was part of the super cool, robust style recap. I don't think that I have a clip of that specifically. But he said it looks like shit, and he's not really interested.
And I think I did.
Hate to agree with the guy, but
one match against computer-controlled opponents, and everyone was like, it's day one. No one knows what you're doing. Why don't you just go online, even though you really don't know what you're doing? And I said, all right, fair enough. Let's do that. And as soon as I went to go online, the entire game crashed, and no one could play it for over an hour.
Oh, no.
So,
of course, you guys know my luck is always terrible.
I was kicked out, and then for about 45 minutes to an hour, I played.
How dare they crash on the king's time? Do they know who the fuck he is? Like, they didn't even bother to consult with him in his very super important schedule that everyone must adhere to, like all of the game releases, They didn't even bother to crash at a time that was convenient for him.
Old school fighters.
This is Comcast detracting all over again.
Super Turbo and a little bit of hyper fighting. And then after that hour ended, all of a sudden people were like, oh, it came back up. It came back up. So I basically had one more hour to actually try to play the game online. So I did. And I rushed and I tried to play online. And the online play was very hit or miss, meaning sometimes I would get a match right away, but it would lag. Sometimes I would wait a long time and get no matches. Okay? So the game has 3 systems to play online.
By the way, those are all the options. So sometimes you could find a game, sometimes you couldn't. Literally, that's both options. Sometimes the match would be really good, high quality connection. Sometimes they would be ass. Very good information, I suppose.
Ranked casual or lobbies.
Also, yeah, it's a beta. It's quite literally to test the connections and the server capacities and to check the network.
Lobbies are these virtual rooms where you have a little avatar that you can control and run around. You sit at a cabinet, and the cabinets play each other. It's very similar to how they do it in Street Fighter 6. To be honest, none of it really works. The ranked matches, if they work, lag. Casual matches, if they work, seem to be the better connections, but also it's hard to get one. And it didn't matter if you did search for everyone worldwide, search for people in a certain radius, search for a certain connection strength. It barely worked and barely would find people all day, and almost every match I played was full of lag. The lobby system seemed to work a little better, except the lobby system has no matchmaking, so it doesn't find people near you. You could be playing someone on the other side of the planet with a 1-bar connection. So right now, I can tell you my initial online experience with the beta was all.
I understand that the connections are important in fighting games. They're important in any competitive game for that, just to put it out there. But I don't know, man. It's a beta. You don't have to have the best connections in the world to just get a feel for the game. And maybe you could try and figure out a character, even though it's like delayed and shitty. I don't know, man. It just seems like a lot of crying.
Awful. The connections are terrible. The matchmaking doesn't work. It's a huge mess. But what about the game? Here's what I'll say about the game itself. The graphics are great. I actually really love the graphics of Marvel Tokon. I like the art style. I think it's visually
art
appealing.
style.
Okay.
Visually
Music,
appealing.
I'll be honest, didn't really notice it. Maybe it's because I have my air conditioner blasting all day. I couldn't really hear it. So maybe I'll hear it better on a day when I don't need that. But couldn't really hear it.
This is the only guy I've ever seen give his thoughts on a video game and outright tell you he can't explain one of the aspects because his air conditioner was too loud. I've never heard anyone give a half-assed review the way that the guy does and still have excuses like this. Well, I couldn't really see because I can't tell you about the graphics, you guys, because I was wearing the sunglasses as a reward goal, so I don't know what they actually look like. I basically had a filter on. Like that's insane.
But I think the sound effects and the graphics are outstanding. Gameplay elements.
Yeah, if he took it off Max Blast, it wouldn't be a problem.
The thing is, if you play it like a normal fighting game, it's all about trying to get one hit into a big combo, into a juggle, into an assist, into another juggle. And
right.
That can
isn't that every fighting game, by the way?
Giant damage.
It's just non-information again.
Lead to stage transitions, which is kind of cool because I didn't know this game had those. All right. Similarly to Injustice Versus, the game seems to be all about dashing up and mashing buttons, then protecting yourself with an assist, and then mashing more buttons.
I'm a god.
I don't
how
like
can you
that.
Kill a god?
That's exactly how the
What a
opening
grand
gameplay
and
of Invincible Versus was.
innocence.
The good
Thank you, Pope Super Kame Jizzler, for the 27 months, saying, for someone who had to be dragged into using a capture card kicking and screaming, his obsession with graphics feels like a trauma response. Gout. Yeah, it is kind of odd. To be fair, in order to get him to modernize in any sense, he seems to have had that reaction in that sense. In like the RGBs and the peripherals and the foam in the background, the soundproofing, like you said, kicking and screaming, and then he gets there, and then it's just like this superfluous, nonsensical over-enthusiasm about the most lame shit.
news is the game doesn't seem to have any weird combo-breaking minigame, because that was the problem with Invincible Versus was
Thank you for the 27 months. Big
ups.
ups.
It was a minigame where they would try to tag in the next person and then continue the combo, and you had to try to break it with a minigame. That's not in this game, okay? Thankfully, because if it was, I think I would probably hate the game.
Shade Haxor with the 5, thank you so much, saying, I was watching this guy, DSP, he calls himself DSP. He was begging for tips. I said, that's not very good. Not good at all. That was my best attempt. Thank you, Shade Haxor, for the 5. I really appreciate it.
But
that is how the guy talks.
Yes, there's auto combos. Yes, there's multiple paths to auto combos by mashing buttons.
5 out of 10 needs work.
Literally, you can
not an
mash a
impression
button
enjoyer.
over and over, and if it randomly hits, you get a giant combo with 0 effort. Okay? That's how everyone's playing online. Likely because the game lags so bad, you can't really play it otherwise. Like, I would say the most atrocious character was Magic. Magic seems to have normals that all have giant reach. So she would just run up and mash, have assist defend her, then run up and mash again, and then run up and mash again, have assist defender, and then run up and mash again. You can't do anything. Like, okay,
You
I'm gonna
can't
try
do
to use
anything.
it. Nope.
There's and this is what I was talking about earlier in Dark Souls 2 when he's talking about people. I had to actually confirm that people were cheating because he says shit like this. There's nothing I could do. The game is so laggy. They're just juggling me. I don't know, dude.
Doesn't block, can't counterattack, can't punish. You just get destroyed. What
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's the exact same language that he uses for people who are actually literally cheating.
the hell? And that's pretty much the majority of what I experienced online today. A bunch of mashing and lag. No one really
Mashing
knew what was
and
going on.
lag.
Auto combos, not good. Okay,
Not good.
if
Not
they
good at
fix the
all.
online play, and it actually works. This game could actually be interesting. Every character playing a little differently. But you don't know because the beta actually ran insanely poorly today, all day long. Now, I still have fun.
Again, kind of the point of the beta. Like, it's always disappointing to want to play a beta and then it does kind of run like ass, but it's also kind of the whole thing, like the reason you do it.
The audience still had fun. They supported in droves. I saved all the card openings till the second stream. Reason being, sadly, that first stream, we barely got to play the beta. We only got to play it online for 1 hour. So because of that, I said, let's save any pack openings that we're doing due to your support to the late stream.
Wait,
So-
I thought he said that the fucking beta was like decommissioned. It was 76th for like an hour. You know, why didn't we do the cards then? Had we not hit the goal then? That would be the only reason. We're pushing them fucking back because we only played an hour of the beta. You had an open hour and you decided to do fucking retro fighting games that I would have fucking jumped over, to be honest, if I was watching it. Thank you, Choopy Trooper, for the 5, saying, what are the odds the woman with barred abs and luscious hair is the character Dave struggles most against? Oh, bare abs and luscious hair? Which character? I don't even know which one that is. I'm drawing a blank. Thank you, Choopy Trooper, for the 5. I'll await your
We
explanation.
had
Which
6 packs
character?
from the first stream and then 3 additional packs from the late stream. We put them all together. We opened 9 packs of Final Fantasy Magic cards.
Oh,
We had
Magic?
tons of hits.
Oh, I have
Tons
to.
of
I don't
hits
know what
tonight.
Magic
I think I had
looks
over
like.
10 hits in the 9
I'll have to go.
packs,
I'll look.
one
I'll
of
look.
which is now very valuable. And on my Hall of Fame, it is a Cloud Strife hero card, mythic rare.
It's on the Hall of Fame, by the way. That's what he just called the little display here. The Hall of Fame. Not the wall. This is an entire hall, you see. I know it's semantic. Oh shit, she does have bare abs and luscious hair. It's true. I'll pull it up for you guys. Here, watch the guy.
$21. So that was awesome. Okay. I'll just say the art in those cards is amazing. I totally get why people like the Final Fantasy Magic cards. They're really cool looking. So we're roughly about halfway through the Final Fantasy box now. Overall,
This is Magic for all my audio styles. There's a bare-abbed, luscious-haired, blonde individual on your screen right now. This is apparently Magic. So, no, not Atlas gonna goon later. Stop it. I'm married, stupid. But all right, Magic is going away.
today was an outstanding day. Despite the fact this game performed so poorly online, it still
Yeah,
was a
I
great
understand
day.
why
I want everyone
DSP
to
was doing
understand
so
that.
bad. It's hard to play one-handed. Shout out Carasso for the 5, saying, do you think Phil has knows that a handful of his peers got invited for cameos in the new Street Fighter film, Maximilian J. Wong and a few others? Yeah, I think he has to, right? You think that those people got put into that movie and nobody informed the guy? I don't think that's possible. That guy, he's scrolling through Twitter to try and find gaming news feed every day to have something to talk about. He had to have seen it. And they definitely said something about it in his chat at least once.
Great time with it. And here's the thing. Now we got to make the tough decision. And here's the tough decision to make. All right. Do we trust that in 2 weeks' time?
Thank you for the 5, by the way,
ArcSys, the company
Carasso.
that makes this game, will fix the online play. Because I feel like if they do, the game could be great. But if it's a laggy, lag teleporting rollback fest, all anyone's ever going to do is mash buttons and lag and do auto combos, which is not how the game is intended to be played. But you can definitely do that if it's laggy and try to get hits. And
You could put this talk over just about any fighting game that he's played in the past decade. and just remove all the things that insinuate that it's Marvel Tokon, and it would fit snug. Perfect match even.
That's going to be an awful game. The game does seem to have offline content. It's going to have a whole story mode, different stories based on the grouping of characters that are in the game. Like there's a new Avengers, there's an X-Men, there's this and that, right? They're different stories, and that's cool. But
Super
obviously
cool.
you don't buy
I
a
agree.
fighting game just to play it single player against story mode stuff. You want to
What's
play
up,
it online.
Roger? Glad you could make the
I have
stream.
no guarantees here that's going to work because that was awful. That was an awful day one experience today. The matchmaking.
Any this is how you don't play viewing in the future? I haven't done one of those in ages. I don't have one scheduled, but that I should make time for that. I'll
needs to
ponder
work
upon
in
it.
Ranked and casual, because if you just play the lobbies, you just get bad connections over and over, and they need to fix it. Okay, so you watch the footage, you tell me.
You
what
watch
think,
it.
but you're going to see me raging because the game lags so bad you can't play it. You know that's not.
You
good,
make
not
my
a day
decision
one
for me.
experience at all. So let's talk about it in the next couple of weeks and determine if I'm going to buy it or not, and if we're going to give it a go. If you guys are willing to come by and give it a shot and engage in support with it, even if it lags, then I would probably try it anyway. We'll have to see what happens. Let's talk.
See, and I think he uses his stream to be the most gluttonous, consumption-driven piece of shit on the planet. He did nothing but complain and then tell you if it worked, it would be good. If you guys are willing to give me money, I will support. He's going to support the studio in a game that could potentially not fucking work and not be enjoyable. Essentially for no reason, because the fucking chat paid him money. It sucks, dude. I know he's one of very, very many people who are the problem, but good lord, gaming's never gonna recover. It's gotta all crash. Also, a tremendous screenshot for anybody who wants it. He looks absolutely fucking knackered.
Talk about it, okay? Anyway, enjoy the footage and enjoy the big DSP pack rips from tonight. 53-minute episode opening all those Final Fantasy cards, right? Good stuff. I am off from streaming tomorrow. When I return on Sunday, Level 1 podcast, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond continuing, and then on the late stream, the premiere of Final Fantasy VI Remaster, a game that is my favorite RPG of all time. Everyone has been saying it's the summertime.
So many hand motions. Hang on, I gotta run it back. We're really waving our hands around
cards,
here.
Right? Good stuff. I am off from streaming tomorrow. When I return on Sunday, Level 1 podcast, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond continuing, and then on the late stream, the premiere of Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster.
Arm pump
that is
4
my favorite
jerks.
RPG of all time. Everyone has been saying it's the summertime. Play what you want.
The
I'm playing
double,
what I want.
triple brain explode motion here.
But please
4.
come by, engage, support Final Fantasy
I don't even know what to call
6.
that one.
Let's get Final Fantasy card openings during the Final Fantasy 6. Let's get it going. All right.
The way he loops his fist with the "let's get it going." Oh man.
I want to play this game.
I
I want to have a
want-
great time with this awesome
when
version
I
of the game.
want.
I've never played the Pixel Remaster. Apparently, everyone said it's amazing. Please, let's go. Let's have a great summer of Final Fantasy together. My favorite one ever. Let's enjoy. All right.
It's not. He
Everyone,
started
thank
with prayer hands and then he got rid of them and then like he dropped his fingers. I don't even know what that's supposed to be.
you. Have a great day off tomorrow.
Like
I hope
prayer
you all
hands
chill
at
and have
least
good
is a
time,
thing.
And I'll see you all on Sunday. Good night. Thanks for 9 amazing days.
With this
Let's do
saluting
6 more
point.
next.
Who are we? What are we doing? We are saluting the camera as we sign off the Daily Cope. That's so odd.
Next week. Peace out.
Anyway, that was your Marvel Tokon update in case you missed the super robust gameplay that I'm not going to show you because I don't want to watch fighting games. You can already imagine what it sounded like. Take every complaint he had and then just, make him angrier about it. Nothing I could fucking do. Huh? What? I mean, that's basically, anyway, that's the whole thing. But in other news, we also happen to have lost another mod. I know we just lost Spoons the other day. We lost Ferb and whoever that other guy was. Unfortunately, there's another super dent down. Okay. He's lost another one. Fallen Soldier. But this time on the enemy team.
What do you mean? Is that when he kills Aerith?
So here you have Roy is who is going to be banned here, and he is saying 232 plus 157 is 389, which is more than 250. Great math there, Roy. Genius. Wow. No shit. Sorry, more than 250 for both streams. Since it was saved for later, it should be one premium pack. I believe in what is right. Oh, we were making a moral argument. Okay, sorry. Unfortunately, I will be resigning as a mod. God bless. Peace. Truly incredible. Actually having a mod, not only are they doing math, which is the next level dentitude, but we're also resigning as mod, very odd thing to have to do, especially in public, over Pokemon cards. Sorry, not even Pokemon cards, Magic cards. So
Item shop key. Final Fantasy 3.
we're really like interested in
Chisel
these
greens
cards
again?
too.
Sage's new lifts. That is from 14. No matter I don't know what it is. You know, I don't play 14.
I don't know what this shit is, dude. It's just another. It's from Final Fantasy. It says so on the box, and it's not even the amount of attention he gives these cards as well is so underwhelming. He doesn't read the fucking moves. He doesn't read the descriptions of the moves. He does like nothing. Doesn't make a comment on the actual art. He just tells you what it is because apparently you can't fucking read. And then he puts it down. That's all the information you get. He shows it to the camera, but he definitely doesn't give you enough time to read it.
New lifts. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Only value matters.
Roy, are you really gonna derail my stream right now, Roy? Because do you really
Still
want me to
showing
call
the
you out
cards.
How wrong you are? Slash of light. Roy,
Right.
do we really have to do this now? Is this how you want it to go? Because you're not gonna like it. All right.
You're not gonna like it,
So
Roy.
today I decided
You're gonna make me angry, and you're not gonna like it when I'm angry.
to save all the cards for the late stream because I wanted more time for the beta that everyone wanted to see today because the beta was broke.
Isn't Flatman gone too? Yes. I want to say yes. That sounds right to me. But I can't necessarily keep track of all the dents because they come and go sometimes, you know.
Okay. I could have done the cards on the first stream and there would have been way less gameplay and everyone would have been upset.
Getting confirmation
so I
he's gone.
saved packs for the late stream and I combined all the packs into this one video, which makes sense to do. Just because I
According to who, by the way? We could have definitely just edited them together and done one on one stream and one on the other, or however the case needed to be.
save packs for one stream doesn't mean I'm combining the values of the stream into one super value.
It's a super value.
Totaled up, and now I have to open an Ascended Heroes pack.
Typically, super value means like you're getting a huge discount and like you're getting something for your money. I don't think anyone could call what DSP is charging for here a super value. That seems almost wrong to say.
That is such an insane
Feel dirty saying
stretching of anything. It's ridiculous.
It's
Okay, I'm doing it as a way to help out the viewers so we got more
stretching.
gameplay, which is what people wanted today. If I had done this on the first stream and did its second video, now people would have been upset that I didn't play enough of the Marvel Tokon beta. So I did the best thing for the viewers, 100%.
This is the best things for the viewer, but based off DSP's own logic, 100%. There's no other choice that you could have came to.
Never, ever in history have I combined the values of two streams like that together and said, oh, now I'm going to do a super value in a bonus pack. That's ridiculous.
Bonus Atlas respect points to anyone that could pull a clip of him doing exactly that, combining two of the fucking goals from the earlier stream to the later stream, and then doing a super goal because of it. I'm not gonna do that with like work myself.
Because
Not gonna
of a
happen.
ridiculous thing. I mean, that's absolutely nuts what you're saying. You're like, you invented a scenario, and now you want me to abide by a scenario you literally invented on the fly. So if that's a big deal, then maybe you should resign as mod. Because the fantasy
Yeah, maybe
scenario
you
doesn't
should be
exist for
fired.
you, and you can't take it. I'm sorry. That would suck. if you got to resign as mod because of that, but that's pretty unrealistic. That's pretty unfair, I think, that you would do that. Okay?
Unfair to who, DSP? Unfair to you? Are we going to cry about it? Because the fans actually want more of your fucking content. That's actually what we're complaining about, by the way, is that the fans are, the one fan is, he thinks righteously asking for additional content. I really do think GSP should just be honestly happy that anybody wants to see him. Like, this is someone who I would think, being that they're a mod, is genuinely a fan of DSP, and they're so few and far between, and we're crying. It's unfair to me. Shout out El Tito for the 5, saying, hey, Atlas, wondered what happened to the essay style videos. You are one of the first detractors I started watching, and I miss them. Well, I apologize that I don't make them. My schedule got shifted around a whole bunch, and they became unfeasible to make in a timely manner so that they were still relevant before I would basically be here on Saturday to do this. It felt like I couldn't talk about the things fast enough because of who the guy is, of course. He's always fucking it up. I basically just got too busy, so I apologize.
All right, let's continue.
I hear there's some very cool other style detractors who do a similar style. If you're interested, they're out there. Go get them.
Araman, we already had him. He was from Final Fantasy 3. Yes.
Live streaming's more profitable as well. It's honestly about the same, dude.
Adventurer in Final Fantasy 3.
And we went right back to the cards, by the way. We're getting rid of Roy, and we don't feel anything about it. Right back to what we were doing. Don't give a shit about this guy, apparently.
Final Fantasy 12? Oh, I don't know what that is. Choco comment from Final Fantasy 12. Okay.
All right. Sounds good. I hate his fucking camera, dude. I don't watch enough of these card show and tells for me to really have grasped how terrible his fucking camera is for this. Constantly focusing and unfocusing the vast majority of the screen. It looks awful. We really have the shittiest setup for the, like, and it doesn't have to be this way. We really could just set up the camera a consistent way for the cards to be, like, so it doesn't focus all the time. Just point it straight down. What are we fucking doing?
Sleep magic. Everyone's asleep. Look, everyone got put to sleep.
He wouldn't have to, like, scroll up and down the fucking card either on the longer I look at this, the angrier I'm getting.
Fine. Wow, this camera is having issues tonight.
Yeah, you don't fucking say.
Yeah. Reach the horizon.
Yo, I've seen that. I've seen that scene before. I played that game. That's the only Final Fantasy game I've ever played. Whoa! I guess this card was for me. I like this one, I guess. if I have to like 7. One.
Absolutely. Okay. Side quest, Hunt the Mark. This is from Final Fantasy 12 as well. Side quest card.
Huh. All right. Great.
Whoa, this is...
Yeah, I'm looking
really
from Payak Enjoyer now.
It says, Jador, the aristocratic capital. That's from Final Fantasy 6. It's a unique land. It's a... Look, it's olive oil. I wonder...
Can't fucking tell. Literally can't tell at all. Which kind of ruins the entire fucking gimmick, doesn't it? When you can't even tell that it's a unique style.
If it has any value.
I wonder if it has any value.
A unique one, Jador. Jador is where there's the haunted painting. Yes.
At this point, Magic the Gathering's just a trading cards for third-party properties with a loose game you can play with them. Yeah, that's what it seems like from the outside looking in. It got normified.
$1.98, nothing special. Okay.
But he's not interested in playing the game anyway, so... And that's why I'm not gonna have a clip of this as this plays out. I don't even think we're gonna talk about Roy. We're still thinking about cards.
Nothing special. We'll just put it here. That's fine. Okay.
And that's why yesterday we were talking about potentially purchasing. There's some company that partners with IPs and they make cards, and the DSP was thinking about getting those instead of like more Magic or One Piece cards or whatever. I don't even know that there's a fucking card game attached to those cards. They might literally just be fucking collectible cards, which I think really goes to show you how little DSP gives a shit about any of this. There's not even a fucking game attached anymore. And then he went out of his way to even explain that he was on the fence about getting them simply because the app that tracks the actual market value of the cards are more centered around English, and the English cards take so much longer to get, so they wouldn't work because you wouldn't know the fucking price of them. So it's not even about the IPs anymore. We literally only care about the fucking price. It's insane. We don't care about what's on it. We don't give a shit about if there's a fucking game attached. We don't even care if it's in English, dude. Just what is it worth? Actual gluttony, consumption out the fucking ass.
In celebration of me beginning,
But now we're gonna go talk
my
about Final
third
Fantasy
ever
VI
playthrough.
for the third time. By the way, there's games that people have been begging DSP to play for years. Games that he's claimed to have really wanted to finish that he never got to play. What was that one RPG? I want to say Starbound, but that's not it. Maybe it's something like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. He said he might pick it back up that one summer, and then he literally never did. But he was so disappointed that the viewers wouldn't pull through and support it.
Oh.
Not Metaphor. It was Sea of Stars. Thank you. Sea of Stars is what I was thinking of.
Final Fantasy VI here on the channel. We've got all the classic heroes from recent Final Fantasy games here on the stream in cool 16-bit style.
But we're playing Final Fantasy VI for the
Final Fantasy
third
VI.
time. Kind of like we're playing Dark Souls 2 for the third time, actually. Now that I'm thinking of it. I guess it's the summer of threes.
It's my favorite RPG of all time. Okay, even though it's not the first one I ever played. The first one I ever played was actually Dragon Warrior on NES. And then I played Final
What's up,
Fantasy
Demi Fiend? It's
2
going all right.
on the Super NES. Oh, the music's too loud. Even though I played those games before I ever played Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy VI was just the best. I mean, improved graphics, much longer, more serious tone to the story, tons of awesome gameplay elements, insane amount of optional content, even different ways to do certain things. Absolutely amazing. And
So amazing. It's so good, you
love
guys.
The game, even though
I
I would
love it.
argue there's other games.
None of that love is going to come through in any of the gameplay, though. None of the extensive knowledge of Final Fantasy VI is ever really going to be put on display in any meaningful way during the gameplay through. He's going to be handheld. He's going to need everyone to tell him everything to do and get confirmation for every choice that he makes.
that
And
are
that's
just
the way
as
that
good.
the playthrough
I would
will
say
be.
Chrono Trigger is, for sure. I would even say Earthbound is, okay? Final Fantasy VI was the big one for me. When I played it, I absolutely loved it. I replayed it. It's so good. So I've done 2 playthroughs so far for this channel over the course of my 18 years that I've been a creator. The first playthrough was me pointing a camera at my TV when I played the game emulated on PC. Okay? The second
All right.
time, I played it on the PS1 version,
Why are we
which
explaining
is basically
this?
emulated on a console. I think I had played it on my PS3.
Like you don't DSP doesn't have to justify this to anybody, by the way. Like it might seem as people who criticize DSP and judges every movement that he's doing this, I think, for us. Then he doesn't have to do this. His fans don't give a shit. He could just play the game and be like, yeah, I wanted to play it again, you guys. It's new and improved. They released it on a platform that's convenient. I want to play it. It's my favorite game, and then move on. We don't have to justify everything.
So that was over 7 years ago. All right. Since then, a lot has changed, and what's happened is Square Enix has tried to revive the classic Final Fantasy games by remastering
Every stream we
them
get a
in
history
what they
lesson, but
call
we
the
don't
Pixel
have to.
Remaster Collection.
We could
Taking
just
the games
choose
and
to
making
have
them now full
fun.
widescreen aspect ratio, adding in new backgrounds and new improved graphics, remixing the music.
You know what?
Completely making it.
Fear Monarch, you're right. I'm so short-sighted. Of course, this is all just justification and build-up for the big beg that's coming. You're right. How could I be so ignorant, so stupid?
Sound amazing compared to the original, and quality of life improvements. Many years ago, I played Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster, and that's actually when I
Huge five into the camera, by the way.
and quality of life improvements. Many years ago, I played Final Fantasy V.
I had it full extension out with the 5 for some reason. In case you guys didn't know how many it was, you can go ahead and count on his fingers. 5. Jesus.
Pixel Remaster, and that's actually when I made this border. I say I made, a fan did, but a fan made this border for me.
At least we admit it.
And we used it for a bit while I played the game. But Final Fantasy V is just okay in my opinion. 6, this is the big one. The most epic plot line, wide cast of characters, different kinds of themes, very adult-oriented.
Lot of whatever this fist motion he's doing is. Not fisting motion. He's like doing it with like a downward backhand for some reason. I'm not. They don't.
Game.
It doesn't seem
Tons of
natural.
Awesome gameplay elements, so much content. I love it. So, if you love it, if you all this time recently, people have been saying to me, Phil, enough.
All
with
this
playing
time.
the hot new games, enough with what people are asking you for. You got to play what you like. We want to see you do a playthrough that means something to you, right? Play the games that you want. I said, we got to understand.
DSP, we would love to see you play a game that you have passion for. We would love to see you actually be engaged with something for once. That would be really cool if you could just like enjoy it and like actually be interested instead of the normal slop that you do every day. That would be awesome. We would love to see that. Also, he's going to say the exact contrary to this in a later clip where he tells you that it's actually detractors and AAA studios that are making his views low, which means that people weren't asking for his passion nor this retro playthrough at all, which is what he just told you they were doing.
This is it's a dangerous thing when you're a creator.
It's a dangerous thing when you're a creator. This guy is like SEAL Team 6, okay? As the average Joe gamer that DSP is, where he leaves his house once a week to run errands and go to the dump, he is in danger all the time, actually.
Reason being, if you're not a giant virally popular person where everyone is hanging on your every word and everyone absolutely will support you no matter what you play.
Yeah, he might literally die if he plays his favorite game. That's the unique circumstances DSP finds himself in. This is why he's kind of not like anybody else, because his favorite game will quite literally kill him.
If you're doing this for a living, you got to listen to the feedback of your audience. You've got to see who shows up. You've got to see who supports and who wants what, okay? And in this case, there have been many games recently, particularly over the years, that I like the game, but it doesn't really resonate with my audience, all right? I'm just going to name a few
because
from
it's
the last
boring
few
as
years,
shit.
okay?
Go ahead.
Blueprints.
Man, did we play so many fucking hours of Blueprints. I don't know that anybody could have sat through all of that Blueprints. I know people that were genuinely fans of Blueprints and really enjoyed the game. And they would see DSP playing the game and find it completely insufferable because he's so inept. Nobody could have gotten through that. But we're still to this day seething and coping about this fact. Crazy.
Completely unique game. It's a almost roguelike first-person puzzle game. I've never seen anything like it before. Absolutely original and amazing. I loved it, but it didn't really resonate with the audience. And so when I played it, we always had to understand it would be lower attendance, lower engagement, and lower support.
Right, dude, you're playing fucking puzzle games on stream and you're not intelligent enough for puzzles.
Necessarily a game that could be a mainstream game. Okay?
And of course, he plays the game like fucking molasses as well. He knows some of the answers to the puzzles because you have to do them time after time. And he's still just so slow with it. It's the same thing that he's going to run into in Dark Souls 2. And we're going to address that fully later. but he's threatening to not play the fucking DLCs because sometimes it's up and down on support. Well, all of those DLCs are going to take him like 3 or 4 streams a piece. There's no way they're going to be able to make it through that because that's an insufferable amount of time to spend on those DLCs.
Metaphor. Dave Fantasio, or whatever the heck the full name is, from the makers of Persona.
What's up, Crust Punks?
A game that I never even bought because I played the demo of it, and the demo was 15 hours long. I did 3 to 4 streams of the demo, and by the time that we got to that final stream where it looked like I was going to wrap it up, no one showed up. Everyone was complaining the game is too slow-paced and boring. I'm like, well, it's an RPG. It's the same people who made Persona. Why wouldn't you like it? I don't know. No one did. So because of that, I never bought it, and I never played it. And then most recently, a year ago, we started...
I'm not heartbroken, by the way. Every Persona playthrough I've never seen. I'm not going to, because they take so fucking long. Again, the turn-based combat is not DSP's friend. He's already boring enough. Imagine slowing the pace to an absolute crawl. That's why when he says like, oh, people used to show up for me playing action games, adventure games, that's what people are showing up for. It's because that's as high octane as it gets. DSP offers none of that himself. He is the drag.
Playing Suikoden in the Suikoden 1 and 2 HD collection. Suikoden 1 had an audience. People showed up, even though it wasn't a lot, they did show up to engage and support with the playthrough, and I was very happy for that. But then I just played the sequel, Suikoden 2, and all of a sudden, the whole bottom fell out. People stopped showing up.
The bottom fell out.
And I only played it halfway through, and that was that. I never got to finish it. So it's always hit or miss with these kind of games that are a little unique or a little different, and they're not really...
And I hate to point it out because it's so obvious and been said 1,000 times, but he is such a fake gamer for whatever that's even worth. I love this game. I want to play Suikoden 2, one of my favorites, Suikoden 1 from my childhood or whatever. I never got to finish this one. And then when it didn't work on the stream, he literally never went out of his way to actually play it in his personal time because he doesn't care. He never cared. He was always just faking.
Mainstream stuff anymore. Final Fantasy VI, again, my favorite Final Fantasy game of all time.
Yeah, he's a phony, a big fat phony.
It means a lot to me. And people, even just a week or two ago, they said, Phil, are there games that you could play or you like to play every once in a while because they're your favorites? And I think in my head, well, sure. Super Mario World is my favorite platformer. Zelda, Link to the Past is my favorite Zelda game. Final Fantasy VI is my favorite RPG.
Very unk-coded here, by the way.
So these are the kind of games that every few years I'd love to go back and play. Well, I haven't played this in over 7 years, and the last time I played an inferior...
Oh yeah, dude, I love Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past. All right, okay, level 1 opinion. Thank you, Shade Haxor, for the 5, saying DSP and turn-based. So what is the best move, chat? Rocking back and forth. Attack? That's the best move in this turn? Okay, attack it is. You're right, that's what Pokemon is half of the fucking time. Absolutely. Thank you, Shade Axor, for the 5.
PS1 version. Now I can actually play the new superior version with all these awesome added features. Okay? So, it means a lot to me.
Also, superior version with all of these added features? How do we know it's the superior version?
And the tribe unmourned?
When you remaster or remake a game I enjoy and you tell me you're adding features, I'm usually pissed. I'm usually as angry as they can come, to be honest. But apparently it's without a doubt the best. I thank you, George Hard R. Martin, for the 1 gifted. Big ups. I really appreciate it. Goated name, of course.
People are asking me to play things I want. This is it. And by the way, this is the perfect time to start it because we basically have a little over a month before we start hitting non-stop huge new releases. If you're not aware. Oh my gosh,
guys, the hardcore
really
gaming
this year,
season.
Once we get to September, things are going to get crazy.
Are we going to say
release
it?
After new release after new release, it's going to be absolutely out of control. So,
it's going to be absolutely out of control. Why did we avoid the word crazy? Very strange.
Now is
also, that means that he anticipates that this is going to take a month. He said this is the perfect time because we have a month before new releases. I I don't know how I'm gonna make it through a month of talking about fucking Final Fantasy VI. If it makes it that long, of course. I'm really hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping he got baited into playing the game and starting it up and like wetting his whistle, so to speak, and then they pull the floor out or the bottom out or whatever the hell he said earlier.
Is the time for us to enjoy downtime games like this, okay? So that is why I'm going to begin it on the late stream tonight. So here's the deal. If you
Here's the
like
deal.
me, if you like my content,
I don't.
if you've
I
been
don't.
one of the people saying all along, Phil, we support you. We want you to play a game that you enjoy just to see you get pure enjoyment out of it. This is it. Please come by tonight on my late stream. Starting at 7. Gameplay probably starting around 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Please hang out, engage, and support with Final Fantasy VI as we kick off an epic and awesome playthrough. I want to play this game at length. I want to do all the content. But I need you to be here, and I need you to buy into it.
Quite literally, I need you to buy in. I need a buy-in, guys. That's what this is really about. That's what it was always about. That's why I said earlier, Fear Monarch was right. All of the lore, all of the hype, it was all just filler. It was all just justification and hype so that he could say exactly that. I need a buy-in.
Because if I start playing it and no one's here and no one engages,
I
and
need
no
that
one supports
money.
and I'm playing it for
Exactly.
myself, that means yet again it's another opportunity. I want to do something and I can't do it. Okay? So please, let's go. Let's get Final Fantasy into rotation tonight. I'm very excited for it. I even got
Very excited.
the lighting today is red and white, which is the color scheme of Final Fantasy VI. The border is Final Fantasy VI. The only that's not, the text is Pokemon, because we're going to be playing Pokemon today on this stream. So
You could just change it later. We couldn't even go all in on Final Fantasy VI, the game that we absolutely adore. We think about, or I use it. We lust about Final Fantasy VI every so often. We just want to play it because it's such a good game. But we had to keep the Pokemon font because changing fonts for the night stream is too much work, dude. I can't change the OBS font. What do I look like, a professional streamer or something? Fuck you.
then go all out, okay? But there you go.
There you go. There you have it. Final Fantasy VI. And they did wail out. I hate to be the bearer of bad news on that one. They paid him big bucks. They wanted to see all those cards or whatever the fuck they got in return. Probably yelled at.
Steve Jones just hit me.
Now, of course, like I said earlier, it's actually restreamers, trolls, and AAA that is slowing down the DSP Space Gaming channel. Even though we're affluent and we don't need any help and we don't beg anymore and we're super up and you detractors are always losing. Apparently, sometimes the support is low. Sometimes the viewership is low, and it's everyone else's fault.
$2.
Obviously.
You think your audience is more open to being you being more unique? I ask because back in the day you could do whatever and people loved it. Now it seems like unless you put on a stupid hat or have some gimmick, people only situationally support. That's
True.
not true.
Real.
Back
No,
in-
it is. No, it quite literally is. That's why you do them. We're in denial or we're lying. Those are the options. I don't know which one's better, actually.
Today, I'm not kidding. I also had much frustration about this. Like back in the day, depending on what
Back
kind
in
of
the
games
day.
I would play, I would get more or less support. Seriously, and I would get more or less views. Because remember, my support was basically just based on views and
That again, though, that's both options. That's actually both. Back in the day, I got more and less support. Back in the day, I got more and less views. What good is that information? What does that mean? Why did you tell us that? Of course you did. Those were the only two things you could have gotten in the future or the past.
ad revenue. And I particularly remember at one time when I was at my peak of popularity, I did a summer of
I was
retro,
white hot popular,
where
you
I
guys.
said, hey, this summer I just want to play retro games. Tanked. Views are way down. Everyone complained. We don't want to see you play retro. And I said, what? Why not? These are the games that started it all. These are the games that
Oh, this is so cringe. I forgot about this.
Work of modern gaming. It's historical. It's, you know what I'm saying?
The SP's fucking holding video games up as some sort of holy artifacts. They built the groundwork of gaming. Like it helped build Rome or something.
So
These civilizations were built on these games, you fucking idiots.
And the fact that basically, if you skip them or you downplay them or you don't want to watch them just because they're old, you're missing out on history.
You're missing out on history if you don't want to watch DSP play old shitty retro games. You're missing out on history. You don't respect what came before you and your ancestors because you won't watch him play fucking Final Fantasy VI, I guess is what we're trying to hype up here. That's you. You hate your history.
You know the roots of where games came from, and I'll give you an example here.
You need to know the roots of where games came from. And look, I think they make shitty games now. I think a lot of games were better in the past. I don't hate old games, but this is when DSP talks about other people being terminally online and this is their reality. I think this really cements the fact that that's projection. This guy is putting gaming history on some sort of weird pedestal that a normal person I don't think could ever, dude. Get offline, bro. Thank you to Jambalaya for the 10. Big ups, Jambalaya. Saying it's impressive just how unlikable this guy is. Yeah, I find that out in real life when I show him to people. I've never seen anyone have a positive reaction. They all come away with the same criticisms. It's actually incredible. And I don't even like preload it for them.
I played Mass Effect. I played Dragon Age. But it wasn't until I played Knights of the Old Republic where I understood the roots of those games. And I appreciated them more and Knights of the Old Republic more when I saw how BioWare took what they had done before and then molded it into these future games, right? So unless you play Final Fantasy...
I just again, I don't know that I've ever experienced this. I played one of the older, like I played Morrowind for the first time, or I beat Morrowind for the first time last year. It took me like fucking 11 years to finally get there, but I did it, and I've played more of it since. I don't have more respect for Oblivion and Skyrim having played Morrowind. I don't. Actually, as a matter of fact, I have a way less respect for those games. So
6, you can't truly appreciate.
And I would feel that way about Mass Effect, less so about Dragon Age, but between Knights of the Old Republic and Mass Effect, I don't like Mass Effect. There's tons of things they changed between Knights of the Old Republic and Mass Effect I don't like. I think Knights of the Old Republic is a better game. I go back and play Knights of the Old Republic pretty regularly, actually, throughout my life.
What they're doing with modern Final Fantasy. If you don't play Link to the
It might be time for another KOTOR playthrough. You're not wrong.
past, you can't appreciate what they're doing with Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom. And a lot of people don't care. They just gloss over these games saying they're old, they don't look good, and they don't want to give them the time of day, and that's upsetting, okay? But this same kind of thing used to happen to me back in the day, where I would want to play a genre, I would want to play a certain game, and I just couldn't get an audience for it, and it would upset me back then too. I do feel like...
Still upset, by the way. Just another admission on camera that these things actively upset us, apparently.
Sadly, people jump on trends, right? Like, for example, this year...
And it's because they jump on trends. It's not because he's not entertaining when he plays these certain types of games. It's not the pacing that they can't get behind. It's not the subject matter or just, you know... It's none of that. It's because they're jumping on trends that they hate these old games and they don't want to watch them. Obviously. It's these fucking kids, dude. It's what it is. It's these kids.
2026, the entirety of the year. All right? The only game that actually brought in good views for me so far has been Resident Evil Requiem. That's it. And that game had big views. Why? Major AAA release, right? Ultra hyped.
Still relying on the clout of the game to provide viewership. In the big 2026, the year of our Lord, can't bring in the viewers ourselves. Got to rely on AAA studios to do it for us.
I always play
never changed DSP.
I absolutely love my playthroughs of the big new Resident Evils. Okay, and it's horror, and people love me playing horror. So
also, wasn't it like 9K or something? That's not good views. I want to say the max I seen was like 13, and maybe it's because it can only go up. Maybe it's gone up since, but I'll go take a look.
Combination of everything, right? Outside of Resident Evil Requiem, this year has been an insanely slow year for games. Besides smaller indie releases and stuff like that. that stuff doesn't bring attention to the channel. It just doesn't. Yes.
Also, the further we get into gaming's existence, the more games get released, and the fact that you can play them in perpetuity. This idea that a year can be bad for gaming, I'm finding less and less agreeable. Yeah, if you only play new games, maybe that could be the truth, but I think gaming is more than that. Look at me. I think this is a shallow and really dumb, shitty take, to be honest.
It's stuff for me to play. Yeah, it's enough for me to have an audience and keep stuff going, but it doesn't bring attention to the channel. If AAA game studios would make better games again, this channel would actually get a big boost because people like seeing DSP play the big AAA games, but there haven't been any.
Okay, so for the record, DSP Space Gaming, the official channel for Resident Evil Requiem, first video, 13,000 views, exactly as I called it. Right on the money, baby. Too good. The final part had 3.4 thousand, which is actually an uptick for the like 7 videos prior to that, which only got about 2.5. So actually terrible views. A lot of people wouldn't even consider uploading something for 2,000 views. But DSP's built different, of course.
Quite frankly, all the AAA studios are fumbling and failing. And what are they busy doing? Making their millionth re-release of Black Flag or Halo, the campaign again for the 3rd goddamn time. Yes, they've already redone this campaign. They're doing it again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, kind of a crazy thing to do.
Yeah,
hate to agree with the guy.
It's the gaming.
Oh man, dude. He mentioned it, not me. Oh, I guess I mentioned it earlier too, the Halo thing. I seen so many things in that new Halo campaign that I could never forgive, dude. Oh man, oh god. I wish I had all of those clips to go through. I'd be ranting and yelling up a storm. There's so much.
Industry as a whole right now that I think is affecting stuff. This channel used to be way more popular and prominent when there were big AAA.
Oh, it's not anti-woke. Yeah, how do you fuck up a glass break texture that existed in 2001, dude? That's a genuine question. That fucking glass breaking texture on Assault on the Control Room is so fucking ugly. And those cutscenes, oh my god, they're the most plastic and poorly choreographed fucking cutscenes I've ever seen. The stiffest animations. It looks like nothing is going on, by the way. Completely antithetical to all of the aura Halo has. But all right, I'll stop. I hate it.
People like. Now there are none anymore. So now I'm just having a good time with my core audience. But that audience comes back for the big ones. I guarantee you. I guarantee you.
I guarantee you. Is that 4, I think?
GTA 6 comes out, people will be here.
Wow. Great. He's been saying that since GTA 5 came out, by the way. GTA 6 is truly the messiah of DSP Space Gaming. He is the anointed one. He's coming to save the channel, to save the business, and I think to allow DSP to ascend, truthfully. That is the way that we hype up GTA 6. It's got so much to live up to. The prophecy has been incredible.
GTA 6. All my original playthroughs of GTA are legendary. Everyone talks about them all the time.
They talk about them all of the time. Never in a positive way, mind you. Always in a negative. But they talk about them all of the time. As though there's some sort of like, super viral thing the kids are still referencing, right?
Them. They love them. Okay? For sure, people want to see me play GTA 6. I'm not saying I'm going to bring in thousands and thousands of viewers. I'm saying you will see a distinct increase of attention on this channel. When I start playing GTA 6, it will happen. Okay?
That's just so underwhelming. To say you're going to see a change when one of the biggest games to ever have to come out comes out, you're going to see more people on the channel. Yeah. Congratulations, just like every fucking buddy else. Like fucking, I don't know that Maximilian Dude's gonna play the game, but if Max played the game, he would probably have more views on that than a smaller, different game. Of course, duh.
Okay. Steven
okay,
JFG,
sounds good.
Thanks for a $2 Canadian super chat. So that's about $1 American.
Praying the Comcast detractor strikes before he can download GTA 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am currently streaming in 2 places. On YouTube on the DSP Gaming channel and on Kick on the DSP Gaming Real channel. That is it. If you're
Also,
watching
before we talk about all those crazy criminal illegal restreamers, what are we doing after GTA 6? What's the game plan then, DSP? Is it GTA 7, or are we gonna try and grift off of Red Dead Redemption 3? Like, what's the game plan? That only goes so far. The clock is ticking. It's running out.
this broadcast anywhere else, if you're watching it on Twitch, if you're watching it on Rumble,
Dark
if you're
Souls
watching it
3
on some
modded, I'll
other
be
bootleg
pissed.
streaming site.
I don't
If
even
you're
like
watching
Dark
it on
Souls
YouTube
3.
or Kick and not on DSP Gaming or DSP Gaming Real, you're watching an illegal broadcast. Someone is stealing my content and live rebroadcasting it, which is illegal. It's not permitted under
It's
any
illegal, dude.
circumstances whatsoever,
Criminal.
unless I gave explicit permission.
Send 'em
I
to
never
jail.
gave explicit permission. You're watching a content thief. They're trying to misrepresent who they are, to act like they are me, or to actually say, we don't care, we're stealing Phil's content, even though we know it's illegal. Okay? So that's the deal. Only 2 places to watch it that are official. Those are the places. Please watch it there. If not, you're breaking the law. The person broadcasting is breaking the law, and they're not going to be able to do it
Everybody's
forever.
breaking the law.
Okay.
All right. Except for the guy who won't even emulate. He's so clearly within the law. That's why he didn't pay his taxes, dude.
You said it's not illegal. You're banned. It's illegal. And now you're banned from my chat.
Now
You're
we're
fucking
just
banned.
crashing
It's
out.
completely illegal.
Fuck you.
100%.
Get banned.
Okay.
Idiot. Soul at 2
It's not
a.m.
illegal.
Don't copy
Yes, it
that
is.
floppy.
Now you're banned. Go ahead. Keep saying it's not illegal and see how long you last.
Oh,
It's
Spiller
completely
Phyllis Moniker said that
illegal.
too.
100%. Every
And-
single lawyer will tell you. Every judge will tell you.
Every single lawyer will tell you. Every single one. Dude, you can't even get 9 out of 10 or you can't even get 10 out of 10 dentists to agree on fucking toothpaste. But every lawyer, these fucking masterminds of picking apart nonsense semantics, they're all going to agree? All right, sure.
What a law will tell you.
Yeah, even the dead lawyers.
You cannot live rebroadcast someone without explicit permission. It is illegal. 100%. Content theft. Not allowed. Fuck off. Okay.
All right.
All right. So we've covered Marvel Tokon. All right. We covered Final Fantasy. We know what cards we're going to open on this stream, right?
Thank God.
Pokemon cards.
Very important.
So one other topic I want to talk about.
No, we're not going to do that. Because that's, well, no, actually. I didn't download these clips. Hang on, you're going to have to hold with me for a second. Yo, Inked Blessing sent me a video earlier pulling crazy rare business cards. That's definitely the guy. How long before we're opening business cards? They're what? Oh, they've got the. Never mind. I won't do the American Psycho bit. I'll let it lie. All right. Here's more Dark Souls 2. These are the bits that are good, of course. Except it's over, and you actually don't get to see any Dark Souls 2.
Let's see, do we get any achievements today?
We got to check our achievements, of course.
Oh,
I should have. I'm showing them out of order. No. Oh well.
next time I'm gonna have to enable the lighting mod again.
I wanted to make sure I got that part in there because it's so funny to me. The entire fucking gimmick of this stupid Dark Souls 2 playthrough is the lighting mod, and this is, I want to say, the 3rd or 4th time we've turned it off in order to play the game at all. It's actually such a detriment. He can't beat the game, which is crazy to me because there's definitely people out there that could. I think if you were going to make this your fucking gimmick of the playthrough, DSP, you should have been competent enough at Dark Souls that you could have done it regardless of whether or not you could actually see. Lobos would have done it.
See, I don't know. We haven't had any achievements in a long time, and I'm wondering if that's because I've been playing it offline. Do you not get achievements if you play offline? Huh.
Do you not get achievements if you play offline? Yeah, typically that's how they check the achievements. That's how they track them.
Ed, there are no sliders in when you turn on what do you call it? once you turn on the path tracing, it's on or off, and there's no levels of adjustment. There's also no brightness won't fix it. We've tried.
Doug is actually in chat. So shout out Doug 4974, saying there's a lighting preset to use with the mod that he never installed, and that's why he can't see anything. What is that mod? I guess I could go and look. Is it on fucking Nexus? Is that where he pulled this from? Baby's first mod site. I'll look into it. We'll let the guy play.
So path tracing, you get gorgeous, realistic lighting, but certain parts of the game you just can't see. If I had another torch, I would have done it. I wasn't going to grind for torches again. We want to make progress in this game, you know? So, all right. So, guys, thank you. I hope that you guys enjoyed Dark Souls today. We're heading into endgame. Now, here's the deal. I've already made this abundantly clear. Take a look at the King's Tax
abundantly
today.
clear.
Take
a look at the King's Tax, you guys. Take a look at that. You think that's acceptable? You think I'm going to let that slide? Damn it.
7 a.m. It's now 4 p.m. I made $70. Okay? Obviously, that's not great. We've done better, but, you know, I don't know why with Dark Souls 2
we've done worse.
Sometimes we have great Dark Souls 2 streams, and sometimes we have incredibly slow ones. If I continue to have this level of support when I play Dark Souls 2, we're just going to beat the main game, and that's it. Because the idea was that this would be a fun playthrough to do over the summer, and I know it's a...
You know, I wasn't going to talk too much shit on Nexus, even though I called it baby's first fucking mod site, but as I'm trying to find this path tracing mod, the fucking site won't even load. So you know what? Fuck you, Nexus.
Lengthy game, and I said, hey, I know that actually there's big DLCs.
Dog shit.
And I would consider them. But it was dependent on how many people showed up, engaged, and supported. Okay? When we started with Dark Souls 2, the attendance, engagement, and support was really high. And then over time, as I kind of expected would happen,
I feel like that's the buy-in part, you know, when you go over the expected amount, the expected goal of $150, as insane as that is, he got so much more money in some instances. I feel like that's the part where they're buying in. You don't typically, and that's what he's asking for, by the way, on Final Fantasy fucking 6 too. But then he doesn't. I feel like the buy-in happens so that you will continue to finish the game later on. You know, it's part of the, I feel like it implied agreement.
It basically went down, down, down. And now we get decent attendance, but the support is very spotty. So, you know, I'm just being honest. You know, I like the game. I get frustrated at it. Don't get me wrong. But I like playing challenging games. I know that they serve a purpose in my schedule, my rotation. They're different, right? A lot of other things I do are chill. This isn't chill, all right? But next time I stream this, it has to do well.
Isn't chill, you guys.
That simple. If it doesn't next time, that's that. It's going to be me just beating the base game, and that's it. And I think is I want to do the DLCs. I particularly remember them being good, but
you know, at least we're committing to finishing the fucking game. I guess that's fine. I guess put the tips in the bag if you want to see the DLC, you guys.
I don't know what else to say. I can't make people come and support Dark Souls.
If he could, he would,
we'll
though.
See what happens next time. All right? All right. See you then. Okay.
All right.
So that's it, folks. What's
YouTube
up,
mode
Michael?
off.
Welcome to the end of the stream. Okay.
Oh, man. Well, Aaron Tabor is saying, I feel like Dark Souls 2 is chill, but I beat it over 50 times back in the day. This is the third time DSP's played the fucking game. I feel you could say that a Dark Souls game is not chill the first time through, but if you're on your second and or third playthrough, there's no excuse. You already know, you should know what's coming. You should be in tune enough with the mechanics.
Well, regardless of the fact that I had to turn the mod off there, which was frustrating, I still had fun. I hope that you guys liked the stream.
He forgets everything. Well, that's unacceptable.
You know, it doesn't do it.
That's part of the reason I fucking hate him. I forget a lot of things. A lot of things. Very often, actually. Not to the extent that the guy does. He legitimately has to have some sort of neurological problem.
For everyone, and I get it. I've already
it's
played
the
this game a
I
bunch.
know.
So, you know, you've already seen me play the game a lot in the past, many years ago. So I understand why there's some people that just, you know, they're not crazy about the game. But I know that it's good for variety. You know, that's why I wanted to do it over the summer. I knew a lot of the other stuff we were doing would be more chill. But it is what it is, okay? All right, so
The goofiest setup. The fact that we have to stand up
Reminder
into the
that tonight's
camera
late
and
stream
move our monitor around.
is
And like, I don't know if you guys saw it. I'm gonna run it back. This like weird, like little push. I want to call it a shunt. I don't know if that's a word. This little shunt that he's doing to the microphone stand.
it is what it is, okay? All right, but I know that it's good for variety. You know, that's
Look
why I
at
wanted
it.
to
I'm
do
gonna
it
make
over
you
the
look
summer.
at it. Watch.
I knew a lot of the other stuff we were doing would be more chill. But it is what it is, okay?
It really puts his
All right,
like
so-
his body into it. That's not very big, strong man bodybuilder
Reminder
DSP though.
that tonight's late stream is Friday Night Fights, old school fighting games. I hope it goes well because the idea was to finish the box of one piece
Biats.
cards today so that we could start fresh next week. Like I said, on my day off, I'm actually going to look into getting
I don't remember how
multiple
far
new
I wanted
boxes
this
of
to
cards.
go.
You guys said this morning you would like more One Piece, but at the same time, maybe try Lorcana, which is the Disney cards, which is kind of interesting. They're actually worth money, which is funny. So I'm probably going to be doing those during my day off, but I was hoping to finish the One Piece today, and so far, 0, because this stream was so slow. Hopefully tonight, the late stream will be good.
Mind you, this guy just got paid $70 to play Dark Souls 2. That's not a bad deal. If he had a full-time job, like he probably should, right? If he did this as like a side income, little side hustle, a hobby, that would be the real adult responsible thing to do. But instead, we just beg for more money.
And we'll finish those off. Like I said, we only
The
need 3
$70
packs,
for playing
right?
Dark Souls 2
So if we do
is
the
too
3 packs,
little.
I'll do it. There's a bonus pack I'm including. If we do those 3, I'm including a bonus pack. Okay? Okay. Cool.
Also, Roy asked for some sort of premium pack and got he demodded himself and stepped away from DSP. Now we're just throwing in bonus packs.
Stingray, stop bitching. Seriously, stop bitching and complaining. Enjoy your band. You're such a bitch.
You're such a bitch.
I'm the streamer. I want to make this abundantly clear.
Did you guys know that? Did you know DSP was the streamer? It's how little DSP thinks of his audience. Did you guys know? I'm the streamer.
I'm the streamer.
He said it twice. He really did double down. Don't tell me I cut him off too early. He said it again.
I run the show. I can do whatever I want on my stream.
As he justifies every single action into the ether. I have to tell you guys why I'm playing Final Fantasy VI and how meaningful it is to me.
No shit. I'm the boss, not you.
I'm
if you
the
don't
boss.
like the way a streamer streams, get the fuck out and go watch someone else. No one cares about your opinion. If you come in, I don't like that this guy says that he didn't get a good amount of support for Dark, so fuck you. Leave. No one cares. My supporters like me and my content, and they support it. Sometimes they don't. On a slower day, I let them know, and then sometimes they'll support it again. It's up to them. It's not your job to come to my stream and tell me how to run it. Fuck off. No one cares about your opinion.
DSP really does want to be in his echo chamber. He doesn't think that you should disclose when you're not entertained or displeased, and utilize the comment section in the chat to let him know. He doesn't want that. All he wants to hear is good things. How dare you criticize him? Your opinion is invalid because it goes against what he wants, and what he wants is to hear nice words, of course.
Holy shit. Like, seriously, why do people think on planet Earth that their opinions matter?
Coming from the guy who's uploaded like 60 billion fucking videos to the internet that are utter slop and have sub 1,000 views half the time. What are we fucking talking about? Why do some people think their opinions matter? Who are you? People who hate this guy get a better viewership than he does. If anybody's opinion didn't matter, it was his.
The difference between it's like, okay, well, Phil, here's some constructive criticism. All right? You could have done this.
Yeah, also on planet Earth, more alien talk. You guys aren't wrong. I'm seeing the aliens in the chat.
To make the stream go better today. Or, did you know this about the game? Maybe you should do this next time or something like that.
Right,
Versus-
if you guys should handhold. Why are you guys bitching? You should be hand-holding. Tell me how to change in a nice way so I actually listen, and it's also straightforward and the answer so I don't have to do any work. That's what he's asking for.
Says, I just don't like the way you do your stream. Well, then fuck off and leave. No one cares about your whiny opinion. Literally no one. It's
also, Maddie making a great point. Sorry, Big Maddie, of course. This dude has cried many times for minutes on end because people didn't respect his opinions. Yeah, that's him crying about being the whipping boy. Nobody takes my opinions seriously. I've been saying this for years. I saw the writing on the wall and nobody would listen to me. His opinion matters because he's DSP. That's genuinely the answer. If you just aren't DSP, shut up.
significant. How do people not get this yet? No, that's not a toxic attitude. That's a realistic attitude. That's life. You get it?
That's life.
If someone in life...
Him talking about being the streamer and your opinion not mattering is life. Another inkling that maybe DSP is the one who is eternally online and never leaves.
does well for themselves, right? And they operate and they're successful. They have a right to operate it how they want, especially if they're successful. Now, you don't have to like it. That's true. You might be like, oh, I don't like the way this person operates, okay? But guess what? Success is a result of hard work, dedication, finding the right things that do work. I have...
Not necessarily. Sometimes it's actually just incredible pig roach luck to fail upwards. Isn't he the one actually who constantly says that other people are super successful, way more successful than him, mind you, but they're only successful because they're stupid idiots that fail upwards? So now we're gonna go and say that his success, that success in general is what his argument here is always determined by what? Grit and determination? Or what the fuck did we just dribble out?
No, that's not a toxic attitude.
That's
a realistic
for the 26 months. Skykra, OG.
attitude. That's life. You get it?
You get
if
it?
someone in life does well for themselves.
Yeah, here's the
right?
successful thing.
And they operate and they're successful. They have a right to operate it how they want, especially if they're successful. Now, you don't have to like it. That's true. You might be like, oh, I don't like the way this person operates, okay? But guess what? Success is a result of hard work, dedication, finding the right things that do work. I have fine-tuned my...
It was actually way worse than grit and determination. Like, that... Grit and determination is like... I don't know. I want to say more manly, but like...
My content... I have made it so that
finding
I do a
the right
variety of
things that
content.
work.
So even though this stream didn't particularly do so well, last night we had an...
Yeah, success is based on attendance, engagement, and support.
overabundance of support for a stream, so it evens out. It's okay. But I want to make it known. My content is dictated by how many people show up, engage, and support because I'm a public entertainer. If I don't say those things and I just lie to my audience or I'm dishonest and there's no transparency, that's far worse than me being honest.
It's not about lying, though. Like, nobody is asking DSP to pretend as though these games are all doing great and that he doesn't wish that he had more money and that he's totally satisfied. Nobody's asking him to do that. What they're actually asking him to do is shut the fuck up. They want him to stop talking. Stop telling the people that you're disappointed. Stop letting them know that you're never satisfied with the money that you receive and that it's never enough. It's grating. It's ungrateful. You sound unappreciative. Nobody likes somebody who is those things. Not even evil people like people that are fucking ungrateful and unappreciative.
So if you're someone who's a pussy and you can't take real talk from someone,
you can't accept real talk.
leave. I'm not a fake. I'm not a butt kisser. I never have been. I never will be. I'm very transparent with my audience about how I operate.
Mind you, he's faking everything he's ever enjoyed. It's all been inauthentic to the nth degree.
So wouldn't you rather have transparency than lying and, being underhanded,
It's underhanded to not beg for more money, you guys. To just turning off the stream and saying, yeah, I had a good time playing Dark Souls 2. Hopefully we can continue it in the future. We'll find out. That's apparently underhanded and lying.
Some people can't take it because they don't like being talked to in the real. They want everything is like a pussy-footed, rainbows, unicorns, kiss your butt kind of a deal. There's a lot of streamers that are like that. I'm not one of them. I'm just a real dude.
I'm a real dude that
after
begs.
18 years. If I was a
Real dudes beg. All the fake dudes out there seething right now because they didn't beg enough in order to qualify.
fake or a phony, I'd be a sellout bitch, and I would make no genuine content, and I'd be basically a shill. That's the way to go. If you're gonna do that, you have to kiss everything's butt. You have to be a fake and a phony, and you'll be a shill. And there's plenty of people that have been very successful doing that. I chose not to.
He is still a shill, by the way. He just shills his own product, which there is a way to do respectfully and a way to do it disrespectfully. And obviously, DSP chooses the latter path all of the time. Thank you, Old Man Jenkins, for the 5. Saying this is Rich from the guy that says that detractors need to say things more gently when they criticize me. Undeniably, I agree. And that's a great point. But that's not even true. Because when they did do it very politely, like Ann did when we had the comment criticism box. What were we calling that? No, we were calling it the suggestion box. When we had the suggestion box, Ann put a very detailed and very straight to the point critique of DSP for him to listen to. Very valid. And we just casted that to the side and never listened to it, of course.
I chose to be real. I chose to be someone who stood out from the pack, and I'm successful doing it. If you don't like that, that's your opinion. You're entitled to it, but I don't care.
All right. If you have an opinion on me, I don't care. Let me address it. Now, what do I mean by that? Are we looking for?
Would I
for
ever do a
backup?
shirtless milestone goal? Yes. In fact, moving forward.
All right. No, I'm not. I don't. Fuck you. I've got this other clip. You see, from the same day, but I believe this is from the day stream. And now, I don't remember what this is.
That's what we're doing right now. Chaos Rising. We already did it. Perfect
it was
Order.
card
We already
talk.
did it. Ascended Heroes.
Why
We're
did I want
working
this?
on those as bonus packs. We already did it. Phantasmal Flames. We already did it. Mega Evolution. We already did it. You see?
Listen to all those Pokemon cards,
So
though.
you might say, well, what about
How much fucking money did we spend?
other ones from like last year? Prismatic Evolutions. We're working on it. Destined Rivals. We have opened those. Those are way premium.
Those
so
are
now you go
way
back to, like,
premium.
sets like Black Bolt or White Flare. And here's where you start to run into the problem.
This is all just gibberish jargon, by the way. If you're not a real Pokemon head, this is probably right over your head and completely unlistenable.
Thing from last year, I'm not kidding, is insanely expensive. Even boxes that don't make sense. Like, for example, there's a base Scarlet and Violet set. That was from 2023. If you look at the value of the cards, they're not very high. Like the most valuable card in that set is like $60 or $70. That's it. Okay? So what does the box cost? Oh, like $400.
Yeah, it's almost like you're not supposed to be purchasing these cards for their resale value or something. It's almost like the value of the card to you should not be like a monetary thing. So weird that.
For what reason? Literally none. There's actually no reason. But any Pokemon cards that are older than the most recent sets are just overinflated in price literally for no reason. There's no value there that you would pay more, yet they charge more. Don't ask me how that sustains a market. It makes no sense. For the market, it should be the level of demand based on value should determine the price. But that's not the case with these cards. It's just like, oh, well, if they're older than a year or two, they're insanely expensive for no reason, even if there's no valuable cards in there. Then
Because
what's
you can't... Dude. How does this guy live every day, all day long? And he didn't like eat batteries or stick the fork in the socket or drink the bleach or fall out the window or wander into the street or get eaten by a moose?
How does that make sense? You know? And why would people pay it? That's the other question. Because the prices only stay that level if people pay them. Why are you paying that? Just don't buy it. If you don't buy it at that price, the prices will drop.
God, this music
So
sucks
anyway,
so much
this
ass.
is the problem right now with Pokemon cards,
So
right?
loud.
Is we really have nothing to go to. We could redo one. Like, for example, if you wanted me to do a second box of Perfect Order or a second box of...
Is this really just card talk?
Well, we already did Mega Evolution twice. We already did Chaos Rising twice, right? We did Pitch Black twice, actually.
Dude, we're buying entire fucking boxes of cards multiple times. And we're not just doing it for like 1 or 2 of the boxes, right? To complete the set. We're doing for multiple. And we don't even give a fuck. We don't care. Thank you to Good God No for the 5. Saying this dude is complaining that the older varieties of Dutch tulips are priced irrationally and undermining the fundamentals of the larger tulip market. This is some deep a florist talk here. You guys wouldn't get it. You're not tuned in. I got what you're saying. This guy doesn't understand supply and demand here.
So honestly, yeah, like the only one I could think of is maybe do like Perfect Order, or we could look for a box from last year that's not overly expensive. But I was even looking, even like Journey Together. This is a box with the top cards worth $120, and for the most part, people don't like the set. That's almost $400 for a box.
Oh my god.
Huh?
What? Damn,
So
I made the wrong noise. Fuck! Damn it! I guessed wrong. Thank you to Redbird for the 1 gifted sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm almost thinking at this point that maybe we either give Pokemon a break, or there is an alternative, Japanese cards. Because the Japanese cards are readily available.
You guys are saying that this Dutch tulips craze was like the first thing people invested a dumbass amount of speculation into. Is this true? Am I not keyed into the Dutch tulip speculation? Did I miss out on a market? Could I have been to the moon? If I would have probably have been alive during this time, I was probably not.
For example, we have only opened Abyss Eye in Japanese cards, and
No,
then we also
maker. I
opened,
just admitted I didn't know what was going on.
Where is it? Stellar. How was it called? Stellar Miracle, right? The Japanese cards are more readily available. Okay, they're cheaper, and they make sense value-wise. Like, for example, on average, you can get a box between $100 to $150, and you can still get hits that are almost equivalent to the value of the English cards. The sets look nice, and they're much smaller. Meaning, if you buy a set of Japanese cards, typically there's maybe 100 cards in the set, so it's easier to get the whole set. With the English cards, they have sets that are 200-300 cards. Like, how are you going to get that unless you buy like 5-6 boxes, right? So,
but do we care about collecting them all, like getting the full set, or what do we? I thought we cared about the value. I'm not quite sure. Who gives a fuck? I guess is my biggest question. I thank you, Darwinning, for the 2, saying DSP is a Slanesh cultist to the pinnacle of excess. Well, that goes directly in contrast with his Nurgle origin, though. He has an aura that literally eats plastics. You know those plastics they say will never be, like, will never be rid of the world and will last eons and fucking forever? DSP existing eats through it. I don't know what could be more Nurgle than that. Have to disagree, Darwin.
Basically, what I would say is...
Agree on the excess, though. And Redbird with the 2, saying, at my most invested in Magic the Gathering, I never went this far. I don't think most people do. Most people don't get hopelessly addicted to gambling either, though, when they do it. Just people like DSP.
If we're going to do Pokemon again, we either have to do a redo, which would basically have to be like Perfect Order again or something like that, or we could go to Japanese cards. So that's one option, is redo like a box like Perfect Order, or do Japanese cards. All right.
Beef Kitty just got here. Can I start over?
Or
yeah. Let me. Hang on. Let me just. Is that a bit funny?
Stay away from Pokemon for a bit.
The DSP ruined restarting the stream.
Stuff. One Piece is good. Like, I like this box of One Piece. Okay, I had a really good time with this box.
Had a really good time. Like, it sounds like he's making it sound like he fucked the box, and I know that's not true because he can't get it up. But I had a really good time with this box.
We got 3 hits already that are over $100 of value, which is excellent for a box like that. And the pricing is decent. It's not overly expensive, but it's not cheap. It's kind of middle road.
Well, it's kind of middle road, you guys.
Okay,
I don't know.
and I can get either of the previous 2 One Piece boxes right now. Like, I
Right
could literally
now.
order it right now and get it here in the next couple of days, actually.
Did he ever? Oh, is the Pal World cards? Did those come in? Are we still going to do those? Even though we're not, we rage quit the game. He got. I don't know if you guys heard this. I didn't have a clip of this. We didn't talk about Pal World at all. I'll just tell you, and you have to believe me because this is the only information you have to go off of. He was playing Pal World and got out of the tutorial zone essentially, and got to new content that he had never experienced before. And then he quit the game. He started to experience new things and then was like, yeah, the audience isn't interested. I'm not playing the game anymore. I don't know why he bothered if he was just going to play the same content he already played.
One of them, the one that's before the one we're doing, is called Set 15, Adventure on Kami's Island. You might say, Kami is like from Dragon Ball. But, remember Kami was up in the sky? No. In Japanese culture, Kami technically means a god or godlike
Japanese
figure.
to you.
In One Piece, there was a plot line where they went up into a floating island and fought a guy who called himself God, but he actually wasn't. And so, for the set, they're calling it Kami's Island, but you know what it is? It's the Sky Pia arc.
Kami Island.
Remember
Don't
the
take
arc
me
that I
there.
told
Don't
you guys?
take me there.
I've seen the entirety of
I'm gonna start screaming like that
the arc,
Punisher
and I
meme,
know
of
everything
course.
about it because I've actually watched it now twice. I actually watched it back in the day in the 2000s, and I just last year watched it again when I was skimming through One Piece stuff on Netflix. So I know.
And I think that I'm reading too deep into this, probably, but I think that says something about DSP that he hasn't seen. No one's seen all of One Piece. There's 1 billion episodes, and if you have, no, you haven't. But there was an arc that he watched ages ago, and then when skimming through looking for something to watch on Netflix, instead of watching the things that he didn't see, he made sure to watch the thing that he was already familiar with. I think that's an odd thing to do. Maybe some of you would do something similar. Maybe it's me being odd, but I think like DSP has a weird adverse thing, like reaction to new things, I think.
The Skypiea arc, okay? That's number 1. Or there's another set from before that one called Set 14, the Azure Seas 7. And I think that's just high-ranking pirates. And it's a more generic set. It's not specific to a timeline. It's more like, generic. So we could do either of those, okay? So I'm okay with that too. That's what I'm thinking. Right now, we could either immediately do a quick new box of Pokemon cards, like redoing Perfect Order or something like that.
Yeah, more
Or
redoing of
we could do
cards.
Japanese box
Guys,
of
we could
Pokemon
get the
cards.
same
Either of those would be
polls.
fine.
Or we
Or
could
if
get the
you wanna
cards
do
we
One
can't even
Piece again-
fucking read. That irritates me to no end. Why are we getting cards we can't even fucking read? It's like half of the visual experience is reading the fucking card. If you can't do it, why would you have it?
And we could do One Piece again. So the question is, what do you want to do? Because I actually have to make the decision. What I was thinking is over my day off, I would order something so we could have it early next week. Because
I'd
right
order
now,
it on my day
likely
off.
today, we're going to finish the One Piece cards because we only have 3
I know
packs
he doesn't
left.
read them anyway.
And then
I
we're going to be
know,
going
I
to Pitch
know.
Black, and that'll last a few days, but then we're going to need something else. And we do have Pal World coming. And by the way, I've seen the Pal World cards. They don't look that bad. They don't look great either, to be honest with you. They're kind of eh. But some of the hits look good. Like the hit cards of Pal World look good. And already people are starting to open and price.
What does that mean? Oh, sorry, there it is. There's the answer. There we have it. The hit cards are starting to look good. They're already pricing them.
These cards. So within the next few days, the pricing will be out there and we'll be able to know if the cards have any value. Okay?
Great. Super integral to the card opening, of course. Thank God that there's other fucking idiots pricing cards for DSP.
So we're going to need more for next week. And
it's
that's
all
what we're
about
trying
the
to figure
hits.
out. So
Or like a pop
let's
star, you
get
see.
some feedback.
Back in the
okay?
day.
In fact, how about this?
How about
Let's
this?
do a poll right now on both chats. What would you guys like more? Okay, I'm going to do it right now. Let's set up a poll and let's try to get live feedback. Okay.
You know, I'm having fun bitching about these cards, but I don't,
'Cause I
for the
really
life
need the
of me,
feedback
know why
right
I really
now.
wanted to pull this clip up in the first place. This might not have even have been the correct starting point. Might have lost the plot. But now we're doing a poll.
It'll everything and get an idea
Sorry.
of what to do next. Okay. Cool. All right. So that's what's going on with Final Fantasy and with cards. But what I want to get you guys caught up on is everything else that went down this week, because again, it was a wild week where some things worked, some things didn't. And next week we are going to have schedule changes. We just need to have them. It's, you know, it's a kind of a necessary evil of when you are playing and juggling so much that some things need to eventually shift around. So we're going to talk about that in a second. Okay.
It's really middle manager energy. We're gonna have to shift your schedule around. You know, it's a necessary evil. There's no way that we could get around this, Terry. I'm sorry. It's just, I know it's a little inconvenient, not quite what we wanted, but thank you to the Do for the 2 saying waste more money on cards without selling them. Well, you see, but the value is to the moon. These are our retirement. Idiot. God, you're so short-sighted. It's that what the fuck does he always say the kids have? Instant gratification. That's it. That's you, the Do. One of these damn kids.
Let's see here. Layla says, what about Disney
Thank you for the 2, of course.
Lorcana?
Thank you.
The thing, well, hold on. Hold on one second.
Oh, I forgot. We talked about Disney cards, too.
Yeah.
We really are just fucking knee-deep in IP slop, huh? Just the gates at IP hell. Fucking Disney cards.
Oh, my God. There is a ton.
Rip Uncle Terry. True.
Because I did look into this.
You know,
wow.
he built...
yeah, there's a lot.
a
Lorcana
part-time
is
ahead of
very
its
similar
time
to One Piece.
compartmentalizer.
Okay.
Whatever the
where
hell.
there's tons of sets. It's 24 packs with 12 cards in a pack. Okay. Wow.
This side view's terrible. It looks like he's got a hood on the way that this the black is.
I guess I wouldn't be opposed to it if you guys were interested. I just don't know anything about it, and there's a ton of sets. Like, all I did was do a general search, and I see...
The Lorcana cards will bring Derek out of hiding. What is a Lorcana? Is this some... I'm going to look this up. Here, listen to
Eyes of the Floodborn.
the Floodborn. It's like that. It's almost like that game.
Archazia's Island. I don't know who the hell Archazia is.
Disney Lorcana. What the fuck?
Wilds Unknown.
Fuck, dude! No,
Into
these Disney cards actually do have a playing game aspect. That's what the Lorcana is. It's a game where you team up with your favorite Disney. I'm reading this from the website. Disney characters and embark on an exciting adventures in the magical realm of Lorcana. You'll work with your team of characters in a race for prized story stars. Yeah, it's a trading card game. Okay, this is the new hotness. This is, yeah, you're right. Probably bringing Derek back. Shame. Terrible.
The Inklings.
Everybody spamming fucking chat with yeses. You guys are keyed into this.
Jafar.
You guys were in the know.
Shimmering Skies.
Terrifying.
See, there's a ton. So I guess the question would be, number one, would anyone care so much about Lorcana to try that?
Disney
I would be
adult
open
card
to trying
trading
Lorcana.
card game.
Actually,
I don't
hold
want
on a
that
second, 'cause
sentence
I
to be
think
real.
One of the apps that I've been using actually sorts by the sets themselves, so I could actually see what the latest one is.
It's fucking
Here's
clown
Lorcana.
music going on in the background.
So
in the
sets
background,
and-
by the way. I thank you, Meth Bear, for the 5, saying he should rip JoJo's Bizarre Adventure packs since they're both really gay and nonsensical. Don't at me, Len. Yeah, Len might have something to say about that. You know, I watched the first season of JoJo. I thought it was all right. Not an anime enjoyer, so I didn't watch any more. But I thought it was okay.
Serious. Whoa. So the last one was called Attack of the Vine. Then there was Wilds Unknown, Winter Spell, Winters
Yo,
in
big
the
up
Well,
Stack in the
Fabled, Reign of
chat. Took a couple
Jafar,
weeks off. It's
There's
crazy
the
how
Azure
Vari's in the
Alia's
cards.
Island.
Oh yeah, we're deep.
Azurite Sea, Shimmering
We're never.
Skies,
I don't know that we'll
Ursula's
ever recover. To
Return,
be honest, this
Into
is
the
tough.
England, Rise of the Floodborn, the first chapter. So it's relatively new. It's actually relatively new. According to this, Attack of the Vine is the more recent one.
Mind you, this is more research than he does on video games.
Don't see that one readily available.
Like notice all of the times that DSP's been incapable of navigating websites and can't possibly do anything in video games or understand any of the mechanics. When it comes to purchasing more fucking Pokemon cards and buying from scamming scalpers, he's a fucking professional. He's basically never needed your fucking help to do this. He got shown one time and it was fucking, it's been downhill ever since. But if you need him to play any video game whatsoever, it's like pulling teeth.
Maybe it's not out yet.
Need him to know about
what's the
video
one
games
before that?
beforehand? Absolutely
Wilds
not. Can't do
Unknown.
it. But we actively check and track card prices and upcoming releases every single
it's
day
way
for
expensive.
Pokemon.
Why? Maybe because that's the latest one. It's like in demand. Let me check. Yeah, it's way expensive, that latest box. It's trying to give me price history. So it started in
It's
early
trying to
July.
get me exactly what I want, you guys.
Yeah, the price ranges from anywhere from 150 all the way up to 400.
Also, great point, Lacey. Boring. Oh my fucking god. Show the screen you're looking at least. DSP. Jesus. Yes. Yes. Professional
Dollars, the
streamer
current
here.
price
Not
is
showing the
300.
fucking screen.
It just seems overly expensive for me to try something. Winter Spell. I'm looking. I'm
Has
trying to
a
look at these
one
different
button
ones.
setup so that he can just switch over and show you the screen on his stream deck. Can't fucking do
Also
it.
way expensive. This one's even more expensive.
What if you see
okay?
his address, dude?
Whispers
Doesn't
in
wanna
the well? I'm
dox
trying every single
himself.
one. Whispers in the Well.
Yeah, it might hurt his family. Exactly. What if for some reason his credit card information just pops on the screen? Then he'd have egg all over his face and you'd be stupid.
I don't even see that one available yet right now. I'm sure I could find it if I looked other places, but okay. I'm trying to find one that's like easily available that I could get right away, and it wouldn't
Gotta
be
get it
insanely
right now.
expensive. Because I
I need that
to try
instant
it this week.
gratification, you guys. I need it right now.
No, that one's not there either. Okay, so Reign of Jafar. This would be a. This
Dude,
one would obviously be.
literally fucking Disney adult cards. We're talking about actual Jafar from the movie Aladdin. This is what we're opening up on our grown adult man stream. It's just pathetic and embarrassing the way this guy exists.
All Aladdin themed, although it looks like it's not. Like when I look at it, it's not all Aladdin themed.
It's not even all Aladdin themed. They lied. These
It's got
fucking
Rapunzel
bitches.
on the box. It's got Minnie Mouse on the box. Why are they on the Reign of Jafar? I guess what is just a general guide.
Literally collecting Disney princess cards, man. That's what we do in the big year. Fuck.
It's just a general guide. It's not necessarily 100% all those cards. Oh, which actually I found out. So remember I just said the One Piece set, it's called Adventure on Kami's Island. The whole set is not just about that. It has other characters. Like I was looking at the cards, it's like, oh, Brooke
My
is there
browser
and
just
Boa
crashed.
Hancock. Like,
Hopefully the stream's up.
they were way later in the timeline. Why would
Oh,
they
we're
be
good. We're good.
in that
It's
set?
fine.
Because it's not exactly, you know what I'm saying? It's not exactly the same. Okay.
All right. Sounds good, dude.
So right now, just for the record, here's how the polling is going. It's actually bizarre. On the kick side, people say redo an English Pokemon and then do a One Piece as the second. On the YouTube side, people are saying do a new One Piece set as the most amount of votes, and the least is redo the English set.
Or hands up. You guys didn't all unanimously agree. How am I supposed to parse out this information? How can I come to a decision if you guys didn't agree in a hive mind?
So it's split, you know? But I mean, more than about half
I don't know
of
how
the
much
people
more
on
card
YouTube, so
talk
it'd
we
be
can
about 60
do.
to 70
I'm
people
gonna be honest with
voted
you.
for
We're
One
gonna
Piece, while
speed
only
this
20
up.
people voted for the English Pokemon.
Sorry it wasn't sped up
and 70
before.
Sorry, overall, One Piece won. Overall, One Piece won this poll. Okay.
All right.
You know what we can do? We can do both. We could do.
Oh
We
my
could try
fucking God.
Lorcana.
Why did we even fucking do a poll? Ah! You could just do both.
But we could also get another One Piece box. So that could be the next
Fuck.
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
What's worse, Pokemon or generic card talk? You know what? Unfortunately, it always gets worse with DSP. It's the generic card talk. It really is. Like, at least Pokemon is something, you know. We're just fun. And this is what I was saying earlier about how long before we're literally purchasing fucking business cards and opening them up and giving them like, oh, you guys see the glossy white finish? And as you can see, his name, you know what? I'm not gonna give him a name. Never mind. We're gonna move on
nothing here
positively.
says, so
and, drop the
Lorcana
bit.
originally was all Disney stuff and fans were eagerly awaiting Pixar, and now the latest boxes have Pixar. Hence, that's why they're in demand and are more expensive. Rumor has it Marvel will be added eventually.
Rumor has it. Literal speculation on these cards now.
So the Jafar
Rumor has it.
I could actually get pretty easily. And what's the other one?
Yeah, very nice. Let's see
Archaea's
Derek's
Island.
card.
Let's see here. I can't even say it. Archaea. Not Archaea. Archaea's Island.
Archaea.
Nah, this one's not readily available. You'd have to wait like a week or two, it looks like. Oh, wait. Maybe. Hold on. Hold on.
Still not showing any of the screen,
Okay,
by the way.
I could get it within a few days. Who the hell is Archaea? Archaea. Who is Archaea? Let me find this out.
Again, more research and lore knowledge on these fucking cards.
And Master Illumineer from the Disney Lorcana trading card game universe.
Literally learning about more about trading cards that he will never play the game of than the literal games he plays for a living.
Who serves as a central focal point. Oh, they made her up. No wonder I didn't know who she was. Yeah. Okay. All right, so maybe, to be honest, we could possibly do both.
Lorcana does sound like a Vampire Survivors character.
Of Lorcana, and we could do a new set of One Piece, and maybe that's what we could do. So we'll finish One Piece, finish Pitch Black, do the Pal World, then either go to Lorcana.
Yeah, also, made up as opposed to, like all of the Disney characters aren't made up at the end of the day. You're right. I totally let it slip.
Or go to One Piece or vice versa. It doesn't matter, and that'll probably get us through, at the very least, next week, right?
It'll get us through next week. Like we're on a supply. You know, like when you have medication and you're about to run out and you need to refill your prescription, it'll get you through the week. That's the way the guy talks about fucking cards.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah, literal junkie talk.
Layla says there's over 10 cards in that Jafar set worth over $200.
Yeah, that ounce will get me through the week, but I'm going to have to come back next week when I get paid, of course.
Archaea is available. Basically, it looks like anything from that era, like early this year. Exactly the feedback that I was looking for. All right, so thank you for that.
This is exactly... Sorry, the cat stepped on the keyboard, but I'm not going to go back. This was exactly the feedback he was looking for. You gave him all of the answers he wanted to hear.
Me, on my day off tomorrow, I'll look at everything and I'll determine what I want to do. I'll probably put in an order or two, and we'll go from there. Cool.
All right.
Sweet.
Sounds good, dude.
All right. Good stuff. Thank you for the feedback, right? Now let's talk about the games that I played this week and what's happened to all of them. Ready? I'm on fire. I'm on fire this morning. So, here's how everything went.
I'm on
Pokemon
fire.
Brilliant Diamond.
I'm on fire, you guys. I told you about the cards we could potentially purchase, and then I read a bunch of shit off of a website you couldn't see. I'm on fire. I'm the best. But speaking of being on fire, me no longer, because I don't want to talk about whatever he's about to talk about. I don't have any more clips. Redbird, thank you for the 2. Asking just before we leave, did I see the new Clum trailer? Any thoughts? No, I haven't. I saw the guy talking about it, and he was like, why are we bringing up EDP? He's a pedophile. Why would we give him the time of day? Which is a very odd thing for DSP to say, given that he gave Derek so much time of day in the past, of course. But no, I haven't personally seen the trailer. That's my thoughts. Thank you, Redbird, for the 2. And like I was saying, we're wrapping it up here. That's it. I want to thank you all for your time today. I hope you had a good time. I hope it was what you wanted to do and when you wanted it to happen. And I hope the rest of the weekend goes the way you want it to. Stay safe and stay blessed, pimps. Goodbye.